Hey, what is up, guys? It's Giltspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Hope you all are doing well on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I know I am. Today, of course, being Win Streak Wednesday, and today we are going to be asking the entity, what is the shape of evil? And we're going to be playing some Michael Myers. But what's up, Matt? What's up, butterflies? And more. Hopefully you all are doing well. Now, we do have something special to do today, as there is another tome challenge ready for us. Let's take a look at what these look like. The damage destroyed pilots and generators 35 times. Easy enough. That'll actually take quite a bit, to be honest, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Alright, as far as our loadout today, I am not using BK Myers build. Let's fix that up real quick. Instead, I'm still trying to figure out what my preferred build on Myers is, whether or not I want to use Corrupt Intervention. Duty Killers is OP now since he got reworked. I don't think there's been an update yet, no. No, not yet. I haven't seen anything from behavior, so I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the desire there is to only see me suffer by attempting another match with the trickster. But what's up, Pammy? How goes it? How goes it? Yeah, so I'm thinking that this build here is probably what I'm going for, with a Corrupt Intervention, Ruin, Infectious Fright, and Pop Goes the Weasel. Arguably, I could probably take off Corrupt Intervention and instead put on either Monitor and Abuse, Whispers. The thing is, Monitor and Abuse doesn't do all too much. Yeah, I figured. Once again, hard to get sarcasm through text unless there's an indicator to say as much. So, you know, just always keep that in mind. Well, what's up, Myers, my boy? Let's put on some blood point offerings. There's also the other option of using barbecue and chili for info perk outside of Infectious Fright. That's another idea to keep in mind. For Make Your Choice? What for Make Your Choice? I don't think I'd probably use Make Your Choice on Myers, to be honest. Monitor and Abuse would be something that I'd look at. Barbecue and chili, maybe. But Make Your Choice. Corrupt. Oh, switch out Corrupt or Make Your Choice? No. I don't really think that's too necessary. I think the biggest thing that I need to keep in mind with Myers is not always to proc tier 3 just for a single down, but use it in key moments. Because I think for the most part, Myers is simply a 115 killer with a smaller tear radius. I think that's his real benefit, because I forget what his tear radius is on tier 2. Let me take a look real quick. I'm pretty sure it's smaller than 32 meters. The shape. Michael Myers. So so it's 0, 16, 32 meters. So on tier 2, 16 meters is wicked small. Which isn't too bad. Honestly, maybe Monitor and Abuse isn't necessary, but like, it definitely is necessary maybe on the tier 3 hits. Yeah, it's 16 meters on tier 2. Do a scratch mirror Myers? No. Today is for our win streak, so we're going to try and get as many wins as possible with Myers, which I think is easier said than done. I think for the most part that we're just going to be running him as like a 32, as a 115, 16 meter tear radius M1 killer with the occasional tier 3. I think that's how you should run him without add-ons. With add-ons is like another story entirely. It is quite fitting that we start off the day on Win Streak Wednesday on Lambkin Lane. I will say that, though. Unfortunately, the spawns are god-awful on this map, so trying to find survivors early can be quite a pain. Thankfully, we are undetectable, but since we're walking through the middle, I imagine that we'll get spotted by the survivors before we spot them. Though, thankfully, they are pretty emboldened to run about right now. Yo, what's up, Mallow? How's it going? So, see scratch marks. Crow gets disturbed. Sounds like they're upstairs. Alright, let's stalk the Steve for a bit. We do need to vault. He probably goes back inside, I'd imagine. No, he doesn't. He goes outside and to the right. No, to the left. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of great lines of sight on this map, so we kind of have to be a little bit precautious, to say the least. But thankfully, due to Ruin, I can tell when they're on gens and when they aren't. Meg gets stunned, and I think this should give me my power now. Oh, just barely. Come on now, game. Can't be serious. Oh, hello? Well, that was quite rude, Megan. Alright, we're at tier 2 now. Alright, let's go up here and get them off of this gen. Yo, what's up, Psycho? Do a ranked... so it probably won't do, like, a straight-up 20-to-1 Trickster, to be honest with you. What I'll probably do instead is that, with MMR, he'll be in the list of killers, for sure. Why you went into this locker, I really don't understand. Like, I had to see for myself whether you actually did something as stupid as that. Thinking that no way in hell would someone just randomly jump into a locker. But apparently he would. Yo, what's up, Shelby? It's fitting Michael's actual map is terrible for him. It's true. It's true. Also, I think I saw some scratch marks up here, didn't I? At least on the ceiling. Oh, interesting. Alright, let's go to Mikey's house. Cartoon Invention just ended. They're about to finish Mikey's house in like 3 seconds. There it goes, and an immediate vault immediately after. There's Megan. Let's get the hit on her. So far, no one's gone for the unhook, which is good news for us. Meg's gonna use this loop that's already pre-placed. Let's break it in front of her. And she goes out back where there's now, I think, everyone. Because Steve wasn't there for the unhook. Meg is the one that we're following. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was quite literally everyone. Yep, she goes out. That's actually pretty good by her. She'll go down. We'll drop down with her. And I think that was a pretty big misplay on her part. Rank 1 to 20 instead? Oh, well, actually, yeah, I did pretty much do that. I think I D-ranked to rank 4 yesterday alone using Trickster. Yeah, he did. He did. It was a good attempt, too. If it starts to get out of tier 3, that wouldn't be a horrible idea. Kind of like Plague in essence. I could be behind that, but in turn, Myers also needs to get a buff. Because Myers is very much a killer of the past. He used to be very good, he used to be very strong, and nowadays he just isn't. So he definitely needs to get a rework in his favor as well. So it can't be just one-sided, like, hit him with a pallet, he moves out of tier 3. He needs to get something back in return for that. But I can see the argument, like I said. Okay, we're at 99, so we're going to hold that for later. Like I said, we're going to take our time with using his tier 3. It's going to be worth our while in the long run. Can we mind game this one? It's not bad, but she's going the right way. She's got me on the long vault, and then she fakes out too. I think I need to ignore her for a second, as we do see the Steve back here. He might just drop early. Honestly, the right move for him. We could down him, mind you. He doesn't panic. Unfortunate. Yeah, the Dwight alone gave me the tier 3 110%. I just need to get the Steve down and make sure I get value out of it. Because we only have 60 seconds with no add-ons. And there's the 3rd gen already. The thing is that Myers just has such a slow start to the game. We'll vault after him because we have the faster vault time. Coup de grace range? No, no dice. Yeah, no add-ons. We don't use add-ons for our win streaks. So we're right now in a space where we get no additional charge. We get no additional time on tier 3. It is, you know, not exactly a great position for us to be in, especially when they have a lot of really good vault spots, like they do here. Did they go? I actually have no idea where he went. I feel like he went downstairs, but I'm not entirely certain of that. We're gonna run out of tier 3 anyways before we can even find him. Haddonfield's also just god-awful because there's so many ways to break line of sight. House of Pain is just also, well, House of Pain. It's called that for a reason, ain't it? Because we can loop him here for so long, and he can loop us, I think, 3.5 times before we get, you know, pretty much bloodlusted into a hit. That's if we don't hit any geometry on top of which. Just such a bad place for us to loop. Realistically speaking, I shouldn't commit to this, but honestly, I think this game is far from winnable, so I'm not even going to try. This is a done deal from Myers on his first match. No, I think my win streak is like 2 or 3 because we just recently got his full kit available. There's no Santa there, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no gaps in Haddonfield fences. This is true, Carl. I didn't think you'd miss a Mikey stream for your life there, Carl. I'm not sure what the play was there. That was quite interesting. Alright, so at most we get a 1k, if that. We already hear the exit gate on the far side being opened, so we are SOL. Upsy daisy, Stevie boy. I don't know. Maybe trying to use deception or thought that he had head on a little bit earlier than he did is the only thing that I can think of. Yeah, so whoever was here went around the house to go for the unhook. That's exactly what we see there. I'm trying to think of, like, if I need to change my setup on Myers at all. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Yep, there's the dead hard. We'll down him again. There's no reason for me not to, but we have to respect the fact that DS is in play. He hasn't done any objective actions to interrupt it. And we see Dwight over here. Let's stalk him from afar. We can stalk up to 40 meters, but that's about it. We're going to assume that the person who got the unhook is also here trying to go for the heal. So we should probably pressure them off of that, if possible. Meg might leave the Steve. And we still know Steve has DS. Let's see if this works. Someone's going to open up the exit gate in about 3 seconds. She goes down, infects his fright on 2 people. That's probably Dwight as well. Alright, Steve should not have DS anymore. I think that's been more than 60 seconds, all things considered. Wow. Talk about a 59-second DS. I guess I should have hooked Meg first for just the extra seconds. That's quite unfortunate. Pick her up. Let's see if we get pallet stunned. Oh yeah, 100%. If we ate the DS, he opens it. There's no doubt there. What I want to do is hook the Steve here, and then get the Meg over to another exit gate. Or another hook, but that didn't happen. Dwight's still nearby. Yep, there he is. He'll vault on the left. And he should have enough momentum. No. If he went to the left, I think he would have had enough momentum to get the unhook on Meg. But now if he goes for that, he might end up dying. So instead he goes for the far exit gate, which he still might have enough distance on us for. We'll find out in like 10 seconds. Things have been better for you? I'm happy to hear that, Carl. I'm happy to hear that. You might have Dead Heart still. I don't think we have the range. No, Dead Heart. Yep. I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully your internet pans out a little bit and you're able to get back into the stream. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected it. Unfortunately, Michael's still so map dependent. If we hit Coldwind maps, if we hit Leary's, if we hit anything that, you know, causes a scenario to where we're able to, you know, not get line of sight often enough, it's going to mean that we get so little value early on. Oh no, 100%. Before that though, when I saw 3 gens pop off before our first hook, like there wasn't anything that we could do. I couldn't get a lot of value from Michael's power. I chased you because I knew it was already over. I just wanted to chase you at that point. Trying to think. What else can we do? But I do appreciate stopping by saying hi. Right now we're trying to go on a win streak of Michael. We're not using add-ons because of that, and unfortunately that puts us at like a massive disadvantage early on. So I'm trying to think of like how we play Michael. I might want to replace Corrupt Intervention with Discordance, giving us some early game information instead, and, you know, stalk people from afar. That might be the better plan. Either that or Whispers. Whispers is always a good choice on Michael for those early finds. Because I don't know if Corrupt Intervention really sets us up for success, because Corrupt is good for setup killers, but I feel like Michael doesn't make the best, whatchamacallit, the best value of it. Also, stretching is going to be hard for me today because I just got the Moderna COVID shot today on my left arm, and it is stiff as a board, let me tell you what. Alright, we're going to change it over to Disco instead of Corrupt and see how that works for us. Remember me in that new Trickster Gate perk for longer late game? I mean, that's an option. The thing is that we don't want to rely on late game, honestly. How about the new killer perk, No Way Out? Yeah, it's hard to have really good early game. The biggest thing is you want really good mid game. And that's where I'm wondering if I need to just focus in on Mikey as like a basic M2 killer with a smaller tear radius. And, you know, maybe instead of... Like, we need General Aggression, right? Maybe instead of Infectious Fright, you run State of Best for last for those faster hits. Making it so that there's shorter distances between us and the survivors. Or, you know, Infectious Fright feels good as if you're relying on Tier 3 a lot. Because then you can just snowball Tier 3 into Tier 3 into Tier 3. That's where it's good. So, I don't know. It's just trying to figure out what the best strategy is from. I'm not really certain what it is if Survivor's just able to break those lines of sight. Like, you need those early game finds and leave them on gens for a bit. Surge. If I'm running Surge, then I'm going to be running Ruin Undying, and I think that Michael needs that extra perk slot to ensure, because Surge is not good with Pop. I've made that mistake before, and I've learned from that at this point, that Surge and Pop do not go well together. Instead, you should be running Surge, not Surge Pop, but Surge with Ruin instead. So we could theoretically replace Pop with Ruin, Surge, but I don't know. I mean to say State of Best for last. Gotcha. I see what you're saying, Matt. Yeah, State of Best for last might be good. It almost will help us in a way like Clown before his buff, where you're able to just make up that distance. Clown was State of Best for last was used a lot on Clown for that reason before the rework. And though I like it in theory and execution, the only thing that I don't like about it is us having to hit the Obsession consistently and losing stacks. But we can make up for that theoretically by T3ing the Obsession and just saving T3 for them. You're good. You're fine, Butterflies. Don't worry about it. To be fair, I don't remember like half of the Survivor perks sometimes. Why not Corrupt? So I had Corrupt last game, but the thing that I'm realizing is that Corrupt might not be the best choice because they still have, what, 4 active generators? And we're going to be trying to stalk someone until we hit Tier 2, right? Thana's not a good option. Thana's not a good option on Myers because you're not keeping people injured. Yo, what's up, Golden Penguin? How's it going? Thana's good on Legion, for example. What's the problem? I'm curious. Hopefully nothing too big, though. But yeah, Thana's not good on Myers. You're not keeping people injured for long. You don't have a sub badge? You want to change that? I'm sorry to hear that, Penguin. You should definitely change that if you're able to. That way you can get some cool emotes as well. Not sure if your Prime sub comes up anytime soon. Excuse me, Mr. Prime. Looks like Alex beat you to it, though, and gave you a gift sub instead. Thank you, Alex, for the gift sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alright, so based on spawn, they're gonna spawn probably behind here, or behind the gas station, not sure which. So I'm gonna say probably this way. I do see someone there. Let's see if I see them and they don't see me. I think they saw me, though. There's Disco from afar. Can we get any stock here? That's 3 people, too. One person's on Bones. There's little gaps. I want to see if I can see someone. One person noticed. 2 people noticed. So 2 people just noticed, unfortunately. We should be able to get T2 here, I think. Close. There's still one more person here, I think. No, I think he may have ran earlier. Yeah, I was hoping to get a cheeky stalk through the gaps in the wall, but we weren't able to. There we go. There we go. Just stay there. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Don't worry. So that was kind of a good example of how Disco can help us out a lot. So, you know, getting those early finds and find the gens that we need to prioritize, right? So that's good news there. Oh, I just got freaking caught on the locker. That sucks. I probably would have gotten that mind game too. Yep, he's gonna go for the pallet. We got the down. Infectious Fright on the Elodie. Let's go for her. Leave him down on the ground. I think the biggest thing that we need to do with Myers is literally result on a lot of slug plays. Do you not understand the situation that you're in, Thingman? Because I get a feeling that you don't. Yeah, so we're going to rely a lot on slugging out the survivors. Ooh, if coup de grace range, you might get this. That's fine. I mean, I'm down for any suggestions that you guys have, because Myers is definitely going to be a very, very difficult killer to get a streak on, I feel like. I think our highest streak has been 5, and back then we were using some pretty garbage builds. So I don't know. I hear the David. David boy, upsy daisy. Unless you have Power Struggle, you're not going to get out of this one, that's for sure. Well, I stand corrected, apparently. David has Power Struggle. Good to know. So, Power Struggle flip-flop on David. I'm surprised he's not using Smash Hit in addition to that. Honestly. He just also looped a card that has no whatchamacallit, no pallet. Let's slug him again. I'm actually wondering something. Is she back on that? She isn't. We'll stalk you some more. That's fine, too. We're just gonna... She's feeding me. I don't know why, though. Alright, upsy ups, David. Thank God, no Trickster. Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, I'd be just deranking myself at that point. I don't know why that Elodie is feeding me, though. That was quite odd. Alright, Feng Min might be over here. Let's take a quick peek. Sounds like she's not. What about this gen? You're garbage at all stealth killers. Stealth killers are kind of hard. Myers isn't really a stealth killer. He's kind of like a pseudo stealth killer. Don't get me wrong. Simply for the fact that his tier 1 is also stealth based. His tier 2 is 16 meters, and tier 3 a full 32. It's not bad, mind you, but it's not great either. Alright, we know there's 2 people here. Alright, let's get the coup de grace range. And then let's go for you. There's the Feng Min. Let's mind game her on the LT wall. She's gonna hold that corner, it looks like. Yeah, she's holding that corner pretty tight, too. I saw the grass move, so she's gonna get downed here. No problem. Alright, let's get her up onto a hook, pop the gen, and then basically what we're doing right now is for every T3, we're ideally getting 2 hooks. It's not a great trade-off, mind you, but it's not horrible either. Yo, what's up, Rag? How's it going? Infectious and Monitor? Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, Fengman, uppy up. Let's see. Next hook is over here. Disco's still in the distance, so we're gonna see another gen pop. I mean, we're still on ratio though, so it's not exactly bad. Nurse calling with pop. Nurse's calling's okay. It gives you info as long as you're in range, but it's conditional. And the biggest thing is when trying to figure out like the best build, you want to remove as many conditions from your build as possible. That's why I don't like Smash Hit, obviously. It's not exactly the best perk in the world. Because it has a very heavy condition. Alright, let's go for you. You'll get here. You're not going to make that in time. You'll get exchanged. There we go. And then David over there. He wants my attention to draw away for the pickup. Well, just get a hit on him and then call it a day. Leave her for now. Pick you up. Let's see if you have DS. You do not. Get you back up on a hook. Then ideally, David, what are you doing, my boy? This is a horrible idea and you know it. Hospital gown Mikey. Alright, I'll see if I have the cells for it. I don't think I have that unlocked, though, is the only problem. Also, I like the fact that the new survivor healed herself before picking up the Elodie who was over here. Interesting. Where is that Elodie? We downed her underneath the hook. Unless, was she on the pallet over here? Was that who I was also hearing? It was, so she has power struggle. How much you want to bet? If I pick her up right now, we'll get hit by power struggle. Yep, like I thought. Alright, we'll go for the Elodie nonetheless. Right now, we're actually in a pretty good situation to where if we continue to down them at this rate, then we should have the game. We can't really mind game this one too much, considering Mikey is a bit of a taller killer, so we'll just have to take the pallet. She's pretty stocked out too, so no T3 off of her, but that's a good reason for us to pretty much just get her on a hook. Yeah, the amount of power struggle value that we've seen this match has been pretty high, not gonna lie. We've seen 2 power struggles this entire game. That's pretty good, more than average. Let's see if she pays attention behind her. She does. She goes long way instead of going through, so she's going to try and get another pallet stun on us, I think. Nope. That was pretty good bait. There's rare achievements where you have to escape chase after spending a kill with a pallet. I think the smash hit will make it so much easier. 110%. Abso-freaking-lutely. That is going to be much, much easier to say the least. You're here between matches? Sounds good, Gerard. Sounds good. Are you doing Swift right now or Kill Your Friends? Yep, they got the gens, so that's David and the new survivor whose name slips me still. Since there's no scratch marks here yet, they're going around the other way. Yep, we see them going over here. Scratch marks continue through Shack. Who is this? This is the David. We are nowhere near T3, so we can't really go for that. Instead, we'll just go for the M1 hit. Interrupt. And then he didn't commit, so now we're going to not even have to worry about the immediate exchange. We are just going to hit him down. Okay, so we can make a choice here. I'm pretty sure David's dead on hook, so actually let's just kill him off. We'll do that. There's a hook pretty nearby. Yep, so we'll kill him off, and then we have LD left on hook. We could pretty much just camp out the LD, honestly, and end the game. That's honestly not a bad idea. There's the new survivor. She'll wait, drop down, but a bit early. All we have to do right now is go to the hook with her and wait. Okay, so I was thinking that she's going to try and bait out the grab instead of, like, committing to it. So I was going to stalk her, but that works too. So this will be a win. That was an interesting play by her. I'm not exactly sure what she was going for, to say the least. Alright, alright. As far as Hatch is concerned, not in Shacks. No additional blood points for us. But GG, well played to these survivors. A win for our win streak is a 3K plus Hatch or a true 4K. No escapes via the execute. Unless we close Hatch, in which case then that's considered still 3K plus Hatch. But GG, well played. Yeah, so we have Power Struggle Flip Flop, we have Smash It. There we go. This is the Power Struggle build that I'm looking for. Power Struggle, Flip Flop, Unbreakable, and Smash It. Very nice, very nice. I can respect that. Like, that I think is probably the best use of Smash It right there. Yeah, I can take care of win streaks. That's not a problem. Let's see here. Alright, where are we? My boy, the shape. That is a 4K right there, putting him onto a 1 win streak. But let's ready up for our next match. So Discordance gave us some pretty good info there. The The problem is, what happens when people start realizing that you're running Discordance? So, is Whispers a better perk than Discordance, arguably? Get gens done, then only one person gets the door. Still will count as a loss, as long as they open the door prior to us closing the hatch. So if we close the hatch, then they finish gens, and then exit gate, that will still be a win. If they do the exit gate, do the gens, exit gate, then we close hatch, no. Run Whispers, Mono Sloppy, save those for last on Mikey. That's not bad, it's not bad. But as far as Whispers is concerned, it's not bad. It's a bit of a botched build, yeah, I'd agree. You definitely don't need Sloppy. Whispers isn't bad, though. Thinking either that or Barbecue, but the thing with Barbecue is it requires us to get it down in the first place, right? Thank you, Alex. I'm sure we'll see you later after you guys are done swiffing or killing the friends. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of us, like, tinkering with different ideas. Oh, I saw you, and I think I said hi briefly. But how you doing, Kieran? Hopefully you're doing well? Yeah, well, Legos are a deadly weapon if used right. So we could go with Whispers. I mean, Whispers is good for that early find, with or without Disco. So let's try Whispers. Let's do it. Yep, this is Win Streak Wednesday, so this is all Mr. Mikey, the shape of evil himself. Lego should be made a war crime. They are quite deadly to defeat if you're not careful. Especially the small ones, like, not even like the, you know, the small flat ones, though if those get you, like if they're on their side, those are pretty bad. But like the small, like, rectangular ones, like the 1x1s, those are probably the worst. They're nothing but corner. Maybe that will be a new perk into the game. They'll add Legos. A survivor just throw them on the ground in front of the killer, and the killer will just step on them and like get slowed down. They'll start grunting out of pain. No, Frankie doesn't play much DBD. We've thought about me teaching Frankie, but still. Gonna make me drink? I mean, I can't complain of that. I can't complain of that, Matt. Alrighty. Come on. I guess, you know, for short, like, I do Fang instead of Fang Min. I guess it'd be Yoon Jin. Or I could just do Lee. Probably Yoon is easier to remember. I'll wear a Mikey mask and a bikini, then put Legos on your front porch. That'll be all over the news. That's like something out of Florida. Like, Florida man dons Michael Myers mask and deposits Legos onto neighbor's steps. Like, that is exactly like a Florida man news article right there. Yeah, Frankie doesn't like competition as much. That sounds worse than in real life Halloween movie. Oh, criminy. My mindset is Florida, but my Cody just says, no, you're stupid. Oh. Sweaty I've ever played. Sounds like a plan, Matt. Sounds like a plan. Pale Rose is pretty bad for Michael, too. Alright, we'll rely on the sound cue for the Pale Alright, sound cue activated, so we know where they are. Whispers is on, so they're within 32 meters, meaning that they're either on top of the boat or in the corner here. Let's check boat. They are up here. I did see their feetsies. Probably trying to do a quick rummage through a chest, would be my guesstimation. Hi, can we not do that and phase into my body? You know, if Michael Myers could body block survivors, that'd make him a lot more viable. I'm just gonna point that out. Yeah, this is getting a bit obnoxious. Can I stalk someone from here? I hear them on the gen, but I can't actually see them, which sucks. There's a sound cue to indicate where they are? No. So Whisper... Oh, there is. So when Whispers activates, you kind of get that Whisper sound effect. So that would be considered a sound cue, yeah. I'm going to hope that she doesn't realize that there's holes through that wall there. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There's tier 2. That's all we needed. Unfortunately, they're probably going to get Ruin. We did leave Yoon up there with Ruin, so that was a little bit unfortunate. We are now tier 2, so she doesn't know where we are via our terror radius. And I would guess that she dropped down, but looks like she's still back here. Where are the pallets on this pale rose? One right here. We'll eat it. Yeah, kind of. And not as cryptic with what word she's saying. Doesn't sound like they're working on that gen again. This chase is going to result in probably another gen popping off in about, like, 10 seconds. Yep, there we go. When it made the loud sound. There's no loud sound, so what you heard there was the murder of crows found on the Pale Rose. Pale Rose is the boat, and when they disturb the murder, it makes that very loud sound cue. It's one of the few maps that has that in them, like, built into the map. It's quite useful if you're paying attention on any of the backwater swamp maps. Let's see if she vaults. She didn't. She went around the shack entirely. Well, that's quite unfortunate. I wasn't expecting that. Also, based on the behavior, it's starting to seem like they might be in a swift. Yeah, it's something that if you're ever on backwater swamp, whether it be murder platform or Pale Rose, it's something to keep in mind. That's a mid-vault, so we'll get the down. An ideal scenario here would be us being able to pick him up immediately, hook him, and then pop that gen. You also hear them back on the Pale Rose with that murder of crows. Alright. Here's hoping that gen doesn't finish in our face. They need to nerf Fast Track because perk is just... No, it's honestly not that great. A lot of people are overhyping it, and it's really not that great at all. You know, if you really wanted to use a perk that helps you with gen progression, use Prove Thyself. It's a far superior perk. Alright, she is healed. We'll get a hit on her. She's over by the pallet. She goes by it, though, and is going to go towards Shack. We beat her towards the entrance. Let's see. Good on her. Also, I'm very confused what people mean by getting not getting the stun through swinging into pallets. Kind of confused on that. We got the grab. But they're already 4 gens in, and if Jane literally comes back for that gen and taps it, it's going to pop away. Tried 99T3. I mean, that would be good if it wasn't for the fact that I'm about to lose the game anyways. That's the problem, right? Like, you want to T3 or 99 it and prep it, but it takes so much time to do so without add-ons. And we just saw them literally double heal there, which is kind of insane. Alright, they get the unhook. They are on the gen again. It's regressed by 25%. So we're going to have to probably T3 here. Let's get her. Let's get it regressing again. They hadn't healed yet. And you have not healed either. Let's down you. Infectious Fright obviously pops on the ace. My real concern is the Jane jumping back on that gen before we're able to get there and popping it, though. At the same time, it's just BS. Why don't the streamer do it and just finish the gen within seconds? I mean, the majority of work done there was not the perk. The majority of that was brand new parts being brand new parts. So is brand new parts really good? Abso-freaking-lutely. Is, whatchamacallit, is the other perk Fast Track that great? No. Yeah, the thing is, that's true. It's heavily conditional. If you're looking at a lot of the perks that Behavior is implementing into the game, they're heavily conditional. And so you're going to see them more and more often require, you know, teammates to, you know, be down, for example. Or be put on a hook. Or you need to hook X amount of survivors before you get value out of it. Which isn't a bad thing. I think that conditional perks like that are good for the health of the game. But it does make it so that they're not as good as some of the older perks, like Prove Thyself instead. So... yeah, so the new survivor just encourage you to be scummy? Not really. Like I said, they're conditional. Same thing like, you know... not Power Struggle, Smash Hit. Smash Hit is very conditional. It requires you to stun the killer first, right? And so that becomes, you know, not as good as Sprint Burst or Lithe or Dead Hard for that exact reason. I'd even argue that it's not as good as something like, whatchamacallit, something like Head On even. I would put Smash Hit even below Head On, which is an exhaustion perk, by the way. You do gain exhaustion upon using Head On. I mean, that's fair. I can understand why they censor specific keywords. So Ace is falling back. He's not out yet, so we're just gonna stalk the David. Alright, Ace, I guess you're gonna be the sacrificial lamb. We've already lost the game, so I guess you'll be the sacrifice. The other survivors were sitting in the exit gate a little bit too long, AC boy. Unless Hatch is here, you're never going to escape. I mean, that's true, that's true. I'm not exactly sure why. You know, their sensor bots might be a little bit all over the place, so fair is fair. Alright, so good example of Myers not doing that great on maps like this. Yo, what's up, Pop? How you doing? GG's. I appreciate stopping by saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of the Guilty Ones if you are interested. GG. Well played. Alright, so that puts Mikey Myers back on a 0-win streak. So, like, what lessons can we take away from that match as Michael? Because we weren't able to generate a lot of value early into the game for his ability. Because ideally, we need to get from Tier 1 to Tier 2 as soon as possible. So should we be prioritizing putting value into Tier 2 more than Tier 3? Which would mean removing Infectious Fright from his arsenal. Maybe? Maybe that would be the right move. On Topless David, I had to explain to my mother why I spent money on a topless man. Just tell her for the memes. Just tell her for the memes. The max amount available to you. Hold on, what? That shouldn't be the way it is unless someone changed something, because I changed it so that it had not a limit per person, but that it had a... Oh, I see here. Yeah, I don't know why it's set to limit per user per stream. Yeah, I never said it like that. That's so strange. Hold on. I said that every 5 minutes. Whoever set it to that, I don't know. And I don't understand. It should be set now to where it only resets every 5 minutes instead. But it should never have been set to 1 and 1. So my bad on that one. It should be good now, though. Okay. Before you ready up, just so strange what we need to make a decision on. Like, is Say the Best for Last the best option for us? Should we use Devour Hope? That would be also another option. Oh yeah, I just fixed it, so it should be good to go. It should be good to go now. Let's try Save the Best for last instead of Infectious Fright, because if we're not using T3, then we should be prioritizing things that buff his T2 abilities. Give us Noed? I think not. I think not. Is this me, or since the patch launch I've been having all sorts of games, but good ones? No, I have to say, like, I've been, overall, like, the games have been good for me. Then again, I play at Red Ranks all the time, so I expect, like, I guess this level of Survivor, I kind of like it, in fact. But Myers has been suffering today. I need to figure out what the best perk build on him is. Yo, what's up, Cozy? Noed is really good. The reason why I don't like Noed is because it's a perk that for 99.99% of the match, it just does nothing. And so once again, like talking about conditional perks and why I don't use them, that's why. It's because you're not getting value out of it throughout the match. It's why I like using Pop. It's like why I like using Ruin, Surge. You know, the conditional things that you have to do throughout the match anyways. And hence why I don't really care for, like, conditional perks. It's why I also place, like, Dead Hard below Sprint Burst and Life in comparison. Yo, what's up, Tonic? GG's. Some stock add-ons. The thing is, Tonic, we're not running add-ons. For our win streak, we don't run them. Hence why Myers is probably going to be one of the toughest killers to get a win streak on. Probably not as tough as Trickster, but still pretty tough. So that's the one downside there. But I do appreciate Stomp by saying hi, Tonic. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. Undying is good, but only paired with Hex perks. Basically, if a Hex perk like Ruin gets cleansed, Undying will take the bullet for that Hex perk instead. That's kind of how it works. Alright, let's break this real quick. I wouldn't say that, you know, it's a crutch perk. I wouldn't say that, Cozy. But it definitely helps you out in the end game when you're not getting any additional value anyways, right? I'll just watch them through there, and then we saw someone else over here. Yep, there we are. There's Yoon. Let's get her up to tier 2. There we go. Okay. So this is where we kind of want to prime our T3 early if possible. Hold on. Get out of here. Get out of here, you two. Don't touch my generator. Alright, thankfully everyone kind of bolted from there. David really wants to go back for that gen. He is desperate to finish it off, and I can respect that fact. So we can't let ourselves get too drawn away from it. Because I imagine David will be back here momentarily, if not the Fangman, who I think is on the other side of Shack. But they're definitely over here. There is Yoon again. Okay, we've primed tier 3 now. We see Scratch Marks going back for that gen. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. There we go. Let's down her. So since we're not really doing too much with tier 3, whenever we get it down, we immediately hook it. Hook them. There's no reason for us not to. Ideally, we want to use tier 3 on our Obsession because we're using Save the Best for last. So that way we only hit them once rather than twice. That'd be an ideal situation. Scratch Marks go over here, then end suddenly. I'm curious on that fact. Alright, both those gens are aggressing. Crows come back in 20 seconds, so they went over that way. These gens that they've been prioritizing are pretty well regressed now. Not sure where Bill or Yoon or David have gone. David is fully healed, though, and I do see, I believe, David over here. By the way, Tonic, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Happy to have you here. That was the Bill, not a David. All right, tier 3 will expire. And we're back in the T2 territory. Let's see if we can mind game him real quick. All right, looks like we can't, but we do see Yoon over here on this gen. So it's good for us to push her off of that, get some gen aggression. That's 3 people off of gens right now. I think I just need a stalker, honestly, because, yeah, there we go. Oh my god, why did we lose so much tier 3 progress there? That's so stupid. I hate when that happens with passion. We'll get another hit on Bill here. Alright, there we go. B99 for future use. And next time we find Yoon, we can insta-down her, saving some stacks of State of Best for last. Yeah, seriously, dedicated servers absolutely just freaking murdered me there. Alright, he goes around. He'll vault again. He doesn't. I mean, he's going to take a stun one way or another. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty bad position for him to put himself in. So that worked out well for us. We're immediately going to go back out here and go to those 2 gens, because Yoon and Feng, I believe, are going to be on that left gen, if I had to guess. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, absolutely. 110%. And thankfully they're both... actually, Feng is still injured. Let's see. No, they didn't. They transferred gens. That is shocking, actually. Crows leave. They have gotten ruined. Thankfully, have Pop as backup. And then let's go for Bill. Get some more stacks off him. Even if he has BT, we can still get some additional value off of hitting him again. I don't think he has it based on his behavior, though. Especially that Dead Hard tells me otherwise. That's perfect. Should he start playing DBD again? I'd say so. I mean, it's a fun game, and it's probably in its best, like, state that it's been in a very long time. Bill could have Power Struggle. He also could have Unbreakable, but he also has DS in hand. Alright, could we end this game right now? We still have 30 seconds worth of tier 3. Let's go for David and try and select him out. He has to vault here. That might be the game right there, unless Bill has Unbreakable, which he does. You know, that had to be expected, and we're going to see him go for the unhook right here. Leaves a hook open for us, the hook the David, and the thing Min on. He also has BT, noted, so he just lost 2 stacks for nothing. Unfortunately, he was holding on to BT. He had more than enough time to get BT, or not BT, but Unbreakable. So that was like a given situation that if I would have went for the pickup, what would have happened instead would have resulted in me getting stunned by a pallet. So I'm not sure what the best scenario really would have been there. Maybe I should have gone for the Bill, but c'est la vie. Alright, Feng Min's here. She doesn't have DS based on the fact that she went for the unhook. So we'll now put her on back on a hook. Yeah, it's true. It does at least get it out of the way right now, so it's not like we lose too much value, and we still have taken command of this game. We're now in a scenario to where we could have ended it to where I still feel like it's in our favor, right? We also hear a Bill over here. Do you remember that vaulting as Myers on tier 2 is faster than normal killer? So vaulting's actually not a bad idea. She might have DS still, as realized. Nope, cool. We'll pop that Jin up there immediately after the hook. They get the unhook, meaning that whoever got it no longer has DS if they did before. That seems to be Bill and Feng Min. I swear to God that you get more stock on your obsession than you do non-obsessions. Like, it doesn't state it anywhere in the code. It just seems that way. It really does. Alright, we'll get David here on a hook. Like I said, he doesn't have DS. But I have to do some side-by-side testing. I might do that like later tonight if someone is up for that, because I swear to God that stalking obsession, the closer you are. Oh! Is that how it works? I might have to look at Power Trivia again, because I don't think it states that anywhere. Interesting. As she was right up to my face. Interesting. I want to test that. Like, it doesn't state that in Power Trivia anywhere is the problem. It's called your obsession. You know Myers likes his obsession. I mean, that's what, like, that's the connection to me, but if it's as the closer you are, that could also make sense. Let's test it out on this David here. Oh, you're right, yeah. So the closer you are, the better. Interesting. So that actually might help me out on how to use Myers more effectively. Interesting. That is interesting to know. Because that changes how I stalk people I was always under the impression the best way to use Myers was like stalk from afar without them noticing. But maybe the best idea is to like get up in their face and do it like mid-chase. That is an option too. I think the way they debuffed this DS is so dumb. It's not. It really isn't. Before DS was 60 seconds of invulnerability to where they could do anything. Now DS is pretty fair, honestly. Alright, she's stalked out now. Let's go for the spill. Yeah, so basically what we need to do is like get within hitting range of Bill and then stalk at like a pallet, for example. Yeah, look at that. That actually works a lot better. Yeah, exactly. Now basically that's how it works versus invulnerability before. He fakes that vault. Smart on him. You'll go for the vault here though, but that's going to result in a stun, giving me more time to catch up. He then goes to the left. We'll go to the right. I mean, this is a pretty good loop for him, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to see here. What does he have available to him? Oh, he went back in. You know, I'm going to ignore him for a second. I want to check 2 generators before I go. Yeah, I guess that is probably the best course of action on tier 1. On tier 2, you want to do it like I did there. Get him to a pallet if you know he's going to reach the pallet before you get a hit. And then just get a stock instead. I mean, that is effective. It is effective. No doubt about that. Alright, let's T3 Yoon here. Oh, wait, she can't be stalked anymore, I don't think. But you can. There we go. That's what we needed. Thank you, Feng Min, for being in the area. That helps me out quite a lot, in fact. More than she probably realizes. Yeah, I learned something new about Myers as well. Like I said, it doesn't say it in the power trivia, which is surprising. I would have thought that would have been notated. Yo, what's up, King? GG's, my friend. GG's. Thank you much for stopping by, saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. We are an educational killer main here to teach killers how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Right now we're doing some win streak Wednesday on Mr. Myers here. See if we can make that work. Alright, they're still near. Whispers is on. We saw the crows disappear around here. They could be in this locker, but they're not. Unfortunate. Alternatively, they could be in middle. Because we have a pretty decent 3-gen here. Nope, not in here, so they could also be there. Did they bring a key? Not that I was aware of. Alright, looks like Bill's here. Unfortunately, our obsession is down, so we only have 2 stacks to save now. The stock feeding doesn't update if you start stalking from a distance and start stalking as they get closer. You'll gain evil at the same rate. Ooh. Interesting. That is very good to know that too. Is this documented anywhere? Because I swear to God, so I use the Gamepedia most times when doing research on powers. Like, that's something that I don't think has been mentioned at all. Which is interesting to me. When they get closer is a good idea. No, it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense to me. Alright. Let's take a quick look around. Crows come back in 20 seconds. That was me who disturbed that one. There we go. There's the Fengman. She goes around towards the pallet. No, she doubled back, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Thought she'd actually go for the unhook, but she dives further back towards Shaq instead. She vaults. Might as well get some stock. And let's gain some distance on her. And then stock again. So I wonder, so is the max amount of stock received when you're, like, right up in their faces or from X amount of meters away? Because that's another important thing to notate as well. Alright, Bill's dead. Rings Fengman is back here on Shaq by herself. Yeah, I still hear her. And I think she's still pretty fresh, too. Well, let's get that stock. And we should be able to get a full T3 out of her. Alright, there we go. Yep, she vaults that. Will she go to the left? Nope. Looks like maybe to the right. Yep, she does, but she'll probably vault it, forcing us to break it unless she vaults in. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna force her to do that. We're gonna break this and chase after. 10 seconds close at max. Interesting. Noted. Yeah, she's gonna go for this pallet again. She'll drop. No, she loops it again. I probably could have T3'd here and gotten it. That was a close one, too. Like, we're zoning her out of really getting much distance on anything else. She has to drop this pallet now. If she doesn't, she dies. Wow, she doesn't. That is a little bit surprising. Yo, what's up, Snag? How goes it? How goes it? Can reach tier 3 if one survivor. That is correct. That much I do know. I have noted that in my time playing Myers. But how you doing, Snag? Up close to tier up without add-ons, so 5 seconds close up. It doesn't say how many meters though, and that's something that I would be interested in knowing. I'm so happy. Why? What's up, Snag? I'm happy that you're happy. What you been up to? Anything much? All right. Well, that is another win for Mr. Mikey Myers. We've learned a lot this game, so GG. Well played to these survivors. Ooh, a brand new parts was also in the mix. We must have been able to get that out of the way earlier in the match, hence why those gens were so well done. Interesting. I was 46 followers when I was streaming, and now I'm 53 followers when you end the stream. Hey, that's wicked exciting, Snag. Congratulations. Congratulations. And King Angel, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Happy to have you here. The Burger King ads strike again? Well, they know that you want to, you know, have some BK Myers, that's all. So I want to check something. I want to see if the Power Trivia actually has this information and somehow just glossed over it. The shape. Power Trivia. Shape can stalk any survivor that's between 2.5 to 40 meters in front of him. Reservoir 40 stock points. Yada yada yada. The color range from white 0.1 to red is 0 points. The rate which stalking drains stock points when the survivor depends on the distance between them and the shape. The closer the faster when close, but doesn't define what close is, and that's the only thing I don't like there. It does actually notate this. I apparently just glossed over this information when looking into Myers, but also may have just been a while ago. Depends to be linear, meaning that at a distance of 50%, the shape will stalk survivors at 50% efficiency. Interesting. So 2.5 meters is the closest that you can be. Huh. Okay, good to know. That is good to know. I'll keep that in mind. For all the positive vibes and things like that. Anytime, Snag, anytime. Yo, what's up, Audrin? How you doing? How you doing? And what do you mean by, can you join after? Right now we're doing... Real quick, is it just me, or are those particle effects, like, going hyper fast right now? Am I, like, seeing things, or is that normal? You can phase through survivors' hitboxes while stalking. I do know that, unfortunately. I don't like that fact. I wish that you could body block, kind of similar to Plague, to where if a survivor puts themselves into a corner, you could just get a T3 off of them. I think that should happen. I don't know why why it doesn't allow you to. It's kind of silly in my opinion if Plague can theoretically do the same exact thing with her Vile Purge. Why does that link not work for me? Which link? So if you're talking about the streak link, Matt, you have to copy the entire link due to the fact that there's an exclamation point in it. Unfortunately, it's an auto-generated link, so I need to get a link shortener and do that. I'll have to ask Frankie for some help on that one. Alrighty. Torment Creek. Well, this is god-awful. This probably couldn't be a worse map, and I think that every time we find a Coldwind Farm map with Myers, it's probably going to be like a streak ender. You're fine, Matt. Don't worry about it. Alright, they're right here. Alright, let's get her just going around here for a bit. Unfortunately, you're pretty slow. We're slower than a survivor, so her just holding W is going to just do her wonders. The thing is, we're getting some decent stock off of her on these corners, but, like, fact of the matter is that all she has to do is round this corner. We can't really do much. There we go. No, that's a bad idea to try and flashlight me, honestly. Alright, there we go. So that's tier 2 right there. Alright, now we're actually playing killer. I don't know what you're thinking. I really don't. Well, let's take a look-see. She took the kids. I do see that name, too. I do see that, too. What's up, Shook the Kid? Sorry I didn't say hi sooner. I was reading some Michael Myers trivia. Dead hard? Yeah, but she got vacuumed back into the pallet. There we go. Let's get them off of this gen real quick. Get them there. Pretty much what we're going to do with their power for the most part. Now, I'm going to pick you up at this point. What we're going to do for their power for the most part is whenever we're able to guarantee a hit, we're going to get a hit with Myers. But otherwise, if they're going to a pallet and they're going to drop, we're going to stalk them instead. Destroy Freddy. I mean, Freddy is just a very strong killer in general, but I also feel like I do play Freddy in a different way than most people for one reason or another. We do see... Who is this? The Feng Min? Is this Obsession Feng Min? It's not. So let's get closer to her, see what she has available to her now. She does have Shack. But I think we get a hit before she gets to anything of value. Oh, she gave me this pallet too. That's amazing, actually. Let's see here. Honestly, the most rewarding win streak that we've gotten so far has been Demogorgon. Like, Demogorgon being a straight, like, C-tier killer, but us getting to a 16 win streak was amazing. 4 stacks right now. Yep, they're back on this gen. Unfortunately, they did commit to it. Let's commit to this because she is the obsession. And let's ignore her for a little bit, as we do know that the other survivors around here. Let's go for her. Is that 2? Oh, wow, they're all here, actually. So that's 3 survivors that we have available to us. She will not reach the paladin time, so we're going to get a hit. Yeah, so it's just going to be tier management on, like, when we stalk and when we don't stalk survivors. So, like, if she's going to get to this vault first, for example, stalking her here is probably the best bet. Because we capture whatever the stalk rate is on the earliest point. That's actually really good info. Think about that for a second. If you, so your stalk rate is determined by the earliest point in which you start stalking, so if they gain distance on you, you're still gaining stalk at the rate from the closest point to you. Oh. Okay. That gives me ideas. GG, thank you much for pointing that out. That actually helps out a lot. Like, that one note there alone, and the distance determining it actually changes a lot about how I'm going to play Myers. I bought for half off was that killer. Gotcha. Oof. So, they're already doing pretty well here. Oh, I didn't stalk all the way? Why didn't I stalk all the way? That's so dumb of me. Drop the pallet, please. No, you don't. Instead, you're going to go for the vault. You're going to take a hit for it, though. I really wanted to insta down her, and I thought that I was closer to 99, and I wasn't. Alright, let's get her looping the wrong way again. That'd be ideal for us. She'll probably drop the pallet. Yep, makes sense. We got that loop out pretty quick, which is the good news. But we need to ensure that we're pressuring gens too here. Alright, we'll just 99 here. And we heard a second person. Alright, we're gonna T3 her and immediately pick her up. Yeah, it's both God pallets out of the way, so we're in a good position in that regard. Right now, 1-for-1s unhooks the gens, but what we really need to do is ensure that these gens around here are not being worked on at all. That far gen I don't care for as much. We're going to see our Obsession unhook the Yoon back there. And play TF2? I used to. A long time ago, though. I have not any time recently. Alright, we're going to give up on that chase. That's honestly just too far away. Instead, we're going to jump back on this generator. Just picked it up again. I mean, it's a very fun fun game. No doubts about that whatsoever. She's going to see my Ruin. That's quite unfortunate, actually. Alright, I want to say that, you know, it's been either more than 15 ooh, hold on. Yeah, she's going to be able to drop that in time. You don't make that in time. She has also done a objective action, meaning that if she had DS, she no longer does, because she's worked on a generator. Okay, she's dead. Good news. We need to keep this 3-gen here. I mean, it's true, but, like, I feel like, realistically speaking, the better gen regression perk is pop, is Ruin, not pop. Because it's passive gen regression. There's no condition for it. And that's the biggest thing. Wow, she dodged that. That's impressive, actually. Let's get her back onto the LT. I just realized something, though, which is a bit troublesome. This is not my Obsession. A little bit scary, actually, when I think about it. It's not going to work. Because the Obsession's probably back on that gen that I just left. Hold the phone. We're going to forget about her, go back to this gen immediately. Nope, we're good. What about the middle gen? We're good. Scratch marks coming from the right to the left, going for the unhook. That's good too, and we see her right here. Let's get her close and stocked. Perfect. Right now, all gens are aggressing, just how I want them. And let's get a hit for State of Best for last. As far as resources around here, they've used up a lot of these resources, so I don't think they're going to be able to do too much. Nice. That was a good use of Dead Hard. Alright, she vaults there. Good on her. Might as well get a little bit stock there at the end. I'm surprised that they haven't cleansed Ruin yet. I feel like they've been around Ruin quite often. I feel like they might be totem hunting right now. Well, it's because whenever they do that, they always go for the pallet stun and then to the blind. Like, please stop. That's a bad idea for your health. You are Obsession, so we're not going to try and hit you. We're just going to stalk you out. Good, good. She breaks line of sight, but it's going to be too late. We're already tier 3. So we only lose 2 stacks. Honestly, that's a lot better off for me than it is for you, because I lose 0 stacks now. I was ready to lose just 2 stacks off her, but the fact of the matter is, they just gave me a free 2 stacks, and that's amazing. That is excellent. And we still have tier 3 for so long. Alright. Honestly, we can commit to this chase. We have the time and energy to do that. No stacks, you know, loss of no stacks is much better than loss of 2. That is true. Let's mind game her here. Alright, let's get her going the wrong way at the very least. She has the vault. That's fine. Fengmin still hasn't gotten the unhook on Fengmin, which is surprising. I get a feeling that she might have Spine Chill. Because she's vaulting very quickly, if you note that. Like, she's making up a lot of distance that she normally shouldn't be. Because normally I should be able to get a hit there, but I can't. She has so much good distance, and I think it's Spine Chill. Very interesting. I'm willing to bet that Garita has Spine Chill. I want to see at the end of this match whether or not that's the case. I'm very curious of that fact. But she seems very competent in her ability to vault. I imagine she'll probably go for the vault here, too. Yep. Down we go. Alright, let's hook her back here. Then we need to make a mad dash to one of those gens, because I do fear that we've given them a little bit too much time. No, it's definitely not life, that's for sure. Alright, we need to make a mad dash. Because they're not going to be on that gen. I imagine middle or that one there, next to Ruin. We should be able to get audio on either one. Wow, they actually went to this one. I heard it, but I didn't think that was actually going to be the case. That's quite surprising, in fact. Feng Min, is this my obsession? No, thank God it's not. That makes my life a lot easier. The obsession went for the unhook. Good, good. Let's get her on the LT wall. Get the hit. And now she goes to Shack, not knowing that God Pallet's out of the way. She does have Dead Hard, I believe. Close, no cigar, though. Let's go for you, because you're in a worse off position. And now we should be able to get it down here, unless she tries to loop me on that, that vault again. Drops it. And vaults it. I'm going to ignore her. I need to go back to this gen. I probably should have done that immediately and just went back to this gen right away instead, honestly. They heal. And we see both of them back here. Alright, let's get up onto her and stalk her out. Unfortunately, the corn breaks up our stock a lot there. And then this Feng Min runs back to the gen. Oh, hello. Hello. I'm going to ignore you completely, Feng Min, and you cannot stop that at all. Yeah, that's going to be the end of you, because now that you've lost DS... Nope, not happening. Now that you've lost DS because you did an objective action, I can hook you now. Yeah, see, this is where the new DS change really takes an effect, because they're getting desperate to work on Jen, so they didn't heal, and that results in her dying because of which. Because I don't need to respect the DS that doesn't exist if I see her doing an objective action. So that worked out. Alright. And the only other thing that they could be doing if they're not going for gens at this point is to be searching for a key. So I need to watch out for that and see if maybe they're in the basement. Nope, both chests have not been opened, but I think I just heard one. Yep, I did. Yeah, I think that she was going to open that chest. So let's go for the Feng Min. She's going... Hold on. Why do I see scratch marks fading here? Alright, I think that what they're doing now is just trying to get points. Yep, one vaults, which means one gets sandbagged. And one gets downed. Alright, see Feng Min going off into the distance. Not exactly what her game plan is. Might just be looking for Shack or for Hatch at this point. Alright. Scratch marks continue, then go towards Shack, LT wall, back through the corn into the tile. Maybe just trying to go like a roundabout way to avoid being seen. Yep, there she is in the tile. Let's see if she's a pallet camper. She is, but she didn't get in time to get the stun. Let's push her back towards Shack, because this is a pretty big dead zone, as well as the LT wall. She baited out the LT. Nicely done. I can appreciate that. She'll go back for the L. We'll fake it out so we can reach her back at the T. And you don't make that in time. Alright, not too shabby. I mean, at the end of the day, they had a lot of gen pressure, but what killed them right then and there is this 3-gen. It's a pretty loose 3-gen, mind you, but, like, we had such a tight patrol that they couldn't really do much. The matches are going well. The matches are going well. I think we're now on, what, a 2-win streak here? That was a 4K into a 4K. So not too shabby. And thank you, Matt, for another reminder to hydrate. But GG, well played. Alright. So was that spine chill? No it wasn't. Just straight up normal perks. BT, Dead Hard, Iron Will, Desperate Measures. They seem like they're getting so much distance on these vaults when normally you'd be able to get those hits. That's surprising. Fair enough though. Fair enough. Not really. My right shoulder is very tight right now. But it's not, you know, too much of a bother to stretch, to be honest. And besides, it at the very least reminds me to do like a quick posture check, right? Alright, let's ready up. In the meanwhile, we'll put on another Bloody Party Streamers. Save the Best for Last has actually been pretty good because we're not using our ability as much. Whispers has also been helping out quite a lot. I think Infectious Fright's not really as necessary. I'm trying to think what else we could use on him. Like, we could take off... On one hand, I kind of like Infectious Fright. On the other hand, I feel like we could theoretically remove it. And that would be fine. We could also do something a little bit cheeky, where we use Devour Hope instead. I want to try something while we're early into the streak. Let's do this real quick. So we're gonna run a Hex build. We're going to run Devour Hope, Haunted Ground, Undying with Whispers. There's no... But can we get those early hooks? Yo, what's up, D? When in doubt, Devour Hope it out. Honestly, it's feeling like it sometimes. We could also run, instead of Haunted, we could run Ruin. But I feel like we need some form of general aggression, so maybe Pop is the right move here instead of Whispers. Yeah, let's run Pop. Let's try this. Right now trying to do a win streak of Michael Myers, and it is easier said than done with no perks, or no add-ons, I'll tell you what. Devoured Mikey, it really isn't that bad. I think the biggest thing, as long as we're getting those early hooks, and that's what really matters, right? Those early hooks is what counts. Because that will end our chase, those chases pretty early. But we need general aggression of some sort, so instead of Whispers, we're on Pop. To be fair, I don't usually have that much of an issue finding survivors in the early game. So I don't think it'll be that bad. But how you doing, D, by the way? Hopefully you're doing well. Been getting any, whatchamacallit, speedruns as of late. Any Trickster speedruns, to be exact. I almost had one. I almost had like a 10-minute Trickster speedrun. You refuse to play Grimes, just can't play him. He's a hard one, Carlo. No doubt about that. He's like Nurse. He needs a lot of time spent on him. I think Undying wasn't a shrine not too recently, so you can probably wait it out. But I'll hop in around to see if I can get Adept. Adept's not horrible on him. You get Dying Light, you get Save the Best for Last and Play for Food. Honestly, that's not bad. There are worse killers to try and get Adept on. The hard part is, and what I'd recommend for you to do, Matt, is do not T3 in order to get Adept. The best thing you can do is the entire match, pretty much, just M2. Because if you T3, it takes away from your chase points for some stupid reason. So that would be my recommendation. No speedruns, just improve some of the ones I have. Trickster will be a while. Yeah. I got only like one win yesterday on Trickster. For Ruin and Shrine forever. Ruin was in a shrine actually quite recently. Probably like 4 shrines ago. So unfortunately, probably aren't going to see that for a while. I'm not sure how the shrine works. I know it's randomized. But I imagine that they probably have a condition that cannot see the same perk within X amount of time. What that time period is, I don't know. Can you get Adept with 1 add-on? Yeah, you can get Adept with add-ons. That's not a problem. So that should be fine if you're using add-ons. But most of Myers' add-ons anyways are T3 based. And that's the biggest thing that I'll recommend against if you're trying to get Adept is to use T3. You need to stick to Tier 2 pretty much the entire match. Corrupt. I feel like Corrupt was in the shrine recently as well. I feel like it was, but I can't say for certain whether or not it was. But I would be fairly certain. You can probably check the DBD Twitter channel and Discord to say for certain. Alright, Wrecker's Yard, based on spawn. They're gonna be over here, over there. Let's take a quick peek. Make sure they're not on my totems too early. There's no passive gen regression. We'll have to remember that fact, so it's all pop value. Alright, they're over here. Unfortunately, I think they saw me. Alright, there we go. Unfortunately, she's breaking line of sight, but we should be able to get some good stock here. She's around the corner. There we go. Let's just keep stalking her, keep stalking her. Tier 2. We'll grab her. I don't know why she went into a locker. Can I just say to every survivor, do not go into a locker while healthy. It serves you no purpose whatsoever. It really doesn't. I'm pretty sure that she's trying to get premonition. There's a challenge in the tome right now to point, like, in the killer's face while using premonition. So I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing there. Like, almost 100% certain, but I'm not gonna play that game. I'm not here to farm tome challenges, sorry, there, Fang. You'll do it just like everybody else. We'll go back to here and then try and get some more T3. They heal pretty quick, so that's what we'll make it, I want to say. Alright, Ace. Yep, that's fine. You'll drop it. Feng Min is suiciding for some ungodly reason. Yoon is over here. She doubled back. We'll wait for them to get the unhook. Okay, I was about to say, they got either Undyne or Devour Hope, and then Undyne replaced it. Good news there. I really could care less about what you're trying to do, Feng Min. I really do. I'm here to win, not play games. I thought for a second that maybe she could have been in that locker. Alright, you definitely don't have DS. You probably do. Let's put you on a hook. That's going to be our third stack of Devour Hope. Yeah, it's fine. They suicided. Kind of understandable at this point. The thing is, I would like my Devour Hope stack. I turn with news from Pops. What's the news, out of curiosity, Carl? Alright, sounds good, Matt. Give us an update when you do finish. Alright, Feng Min's dead, and that leaves no one but Ace and Nia. Is going on a business trip to Florida, and he will be bringing some souvenirs. Ooh, very exciting. How long is the trip, out of curiosity? Not over there. I did see someone over here. That's either Nia or Ace. I think that's Nia. Yeah, it is. Yeah, see, souvenirs are cool. Rude. She vaults. That was quite rude, Nia. Why'd you have to go and frickin' slam me in the face? You know, I don't know why I had to do that. She goes back into this tile. Hi, Nia. There we go. Let's get more T3 value. Continue the stock. Alright, we're pretty close now, so we can stock her up. Get more tier 3. My only concern is that Ace, since Plunder's Instinct, pretty much the Loon Scoop build is part of his kit. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Let's just get a hit on her. Maybe save tier 3 for Ace if we find him. There we go. The trip is 6 days. That's not too bad. Could be a lot worse, I suppose. Okay, so whether or not they get rid of Devour Hope, we are going to get T3 here. In addition, we will have tier 3 primed and ready. Let's pop that. There's tier 3. Nia might go immediately over to that totem. She does not. They heal instead. And so now we don't even need to proc tier 3, thanks to Devour Hope. He goes around. We can mind game this. And then there's Devour Hope. Thank you for the lurk there, Penguin. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys like the new lurk message, by the way. Alright, let's see if Nia's on this totem then. She is not. In case you haven't noticed, one is actually trying to try and accept Ace while he's sitting here having a full debate. Because honestly, I play the game how how it's intended, objectively. And not to farm tome challenges. So like, you guys can do what you want to do, but I'm still going to commentate as if I'm playing a normal game. There's no reason for me to provide a bad experience for my viewers at your expense. I'm confused then. Except, try and accept Ace. I mean, about Devour Hope. Because it's a perk? Why wouldn't I take that in consideration? But either ways, Otaku Devil, I do appreciate stopping by, saying hi. I'd love to have you here as part of the Guilty Ones if you are interested. But, I'm, just playing the game how I'd normally play. Whether or not you guys will is purely up to you. But GG, well played, nonetheless. And what's up, Rune Harpy? How you doing today? What have you been up to? Anything much? I think they were farming tome challenges. New glasses arrived. Ooh, very exciting. If you feel comfortable, feel free to post a picture over in the Discord if that is something that you're interested in. Thing was pointing in my face. Oh no, she doesn't have premonition. Yeah, never mind. She doesn't have the perk. Strange. Very strange indeed. Good luck, have fun next match. Yeah, that was an odd one. That was an odd one. But hey, still counts as a win nonetheless, so we will take it. We won't really be able to say whether or not that was a good example of this build being effective on Myers, so I'm not going to count that as a win for this build just yet. Though I definitely do think that if we just prime tier 3 for when Devour does go, then that might not be a bad idea. So kind of gives us like an extension on Devour Hope almost. So I think that might be the best idea. The department head retired, so he's going to he was promoted. Now he has a meeting with all the department heads, regional managers. Ooh, well, that's exciting for him, Carl. Well, say hi to Pops for me and let him know that I hope he has a safe and good trip. Hopefully he has some fun in Florida, but hopefully he stays safe. Want to make sure that he stays safe with all the craziness that is Florida. Ignoring COVID, just, Florida can be a little bit crazy sometimes. Also, Rune Harpy, welcome to the Guilty Ones Discord. Happy to have you there. I'll send you a personal message later as well. Welcome to you. But in the meanwhile, let's take a look, see if we can get another win underneath Michael Myers' belt. Double undetectable. Hello, but the lurk message is great. I'm happy to hear that, Giraffe. I didn't see your message earlier. We are all reading for him. Also, Florida can be crazy. I'm looking at you, Florida man. Seriously, though, Florida man can be quite interesting. There's some crazy stories that can come out of Florida. Let me tell you what. I don't know if it's the water. I'm not sure if it's the copious amount of drugs in certain parts of Florida. I don't know. Florida just is a strange place sometimes. No offense to any Floridians. I'm sure that most of you can probably agree. The only time I've ever been in Florida was to visit the Air and Space Center for NASA and Disney World. Really good times. I enjoyed myself when I was down there. Sweltering hot, but I didn't draw myself. As for the Florida Man articles, I can see that. I can see that. That's fair. Alright, looks like Hatch will be in Killer Shack, so that's something to note. Whenever we do see that, that does always make me think that they have a loot and scoot build. I was not paying attention if they had a key. So they also could have a key in hand. Something else to remember. But so far, after you've realized the benefits of stalking closer to survivors, we have gotten a lot more value. It would be in images. Media is more for, like, links, videos, stuff like that. I should probably clarify those channels. Maybe merge them in the future. I don't know. Maybe just have everything in media. I have to make that decision at some point. Get some quality of life changes up in the Discord. But let's take a look. Oh, those glasses look very nice. They almost remind me of a pair of Versace frames. For those who don't know, I used to work at LensCrafter and used to sell glasses, used to actually make glasses too. Not the frames themselves, but the lenses. I was back in the lab. Those look like Versace, but based on the bevels, I'm not sure if they are. Out of curiosity, what brand of frames are those? It's not the Versace blue, so I don't think it is. Versace has their own, like, patented blue color that they use on, like, almost every single frame. Yeah, Versace is also very expensive, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Do I recommend Versace? There's some pretty nice frames. They're very expensive, though. Yeah, they're very expensive. They're very expensive. They also have some really, like, they have some unique frame shapes. I don't think they're always the greatest frame shapes, but they have some pretty unique ones, too. I forget the other brand that, like, usually has, like, colors similar to Versace, but it's a lot cheaper in comparison. It has that frame shape. I just forget what it's called. Cool. DC. Alright, back into the match we go. Glasses are very similar looking to yours. Yeah, these are the Ralph Lauren. No, not Ralph Lauren. Sorry, these are Ray-Ban. I was like, I know it begins with an R. But it's been a while since I've looked at them. Wear them while reading driving. Makes sense. And what's got in the chaser category was what got me. Yeah, we're using your power out of curiosity, Matt. If you were, then that's a major factor. Is if you T3 them, you lose a lot of chaser points. I don't know why it happens. It's really dumb. But yeah, I technically don't need my glasses for driving or reading, but it only once. Interesting. Yeah, and so in that case, maybe your chases went a little bit too long then. But I do wear them all the time. It makes my life easier that way. I actually need to up my prescription because I think that my prescription's probably changed by at least a quarter diopter in each eye. Once again, I worked in a lab and worked selling glasses, so I kind of know how, like, what prescriptions look like and whatnot. At the end, I wouldn't have gotten the 4K. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yo, GG's. I imagined that you were the Yui on Sanctum of Wrath that got the DC. But how you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you are doing well, Hana. I think your name's Hana. Is that how you say it? Not entirely certain. Apologies if I butchered that. But welcome. Would love to have you here as part of the Guilty ones if you are interested. We are an educational killer main here to teach killers how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Right now we're doing some bit of Win Streak Wednesday with Mr. Mikey Myers here. Seeing how high of a win streak we can get him on. Have a swirly metal arm pattern. They're very nice. They are just a brand of the opticians I went to. Ah, so a shop brand. Gotcha. Or I think they might be called like a white label. A lot of frames like that, like LensCrafter. Then again, LensCrafter's parent company, Luxottica, owns like 90% of the frame and lens market. So like pretty much any optician, unless it's a mom and pop shop, is owned by Luxottica. It's a whole like monopoly thing that everyone questions is legitimate. Picture of your pup? You should. We have a pets channel for that exact reason. We enjoy seeing both furry, scaly, and feathered friends alike. Alright, got a bag of salt. I see these survivors are prepping themselves for the endgame chat. Hopefully not. Hopefully they find the match to be pretty fair. But we'll find out, I suppose. I have 8 cats on your porch? Why do you have 8 cats on your porch? Are you, like, feeding strays? Or is your family a foster home? Or do you own 8 cats? And if you own 8 cats, I'm impressed of, like, the amount of space that you would need for that. Because as small as cats are, they take up quite a lot of space. Or at least they want to. I think it's their life's mission to take up as much space as possible and inconvenience as many people as possible, too. Moved up out of state a few years back, and he's going back to vid sometime next month. Hey, that's wicked exciting, Carl. That's wicked exciting. Treatment theater. This, it's both good and bad. It's both good and bad in its own right. Bad news, it's really bad for us early game because the spawns in Treatment Theater are god-awful, so trying to predict them is a pain in the freaking butt. The good news is that there's these really long and narrow hallways that should result in a lot of stock. Bad news, though, the spawns, like I said, are god-awful. So we just continue to give birth to new litters. Yeah, that would prove to be a problem. Do they not realize the situation that they're in? I guess the answer was no. I guess the answer was no. I thought for a second I was a third person there. I want to say that maybe they have spine chill and just didn't realize where I was exactly, so they, like, walked off in a direction. Oh, this is the map that you just got? This god-awful map? I do hate it with a freaking passion. Alright, let's get some stock there. More stock. And she continues into the back corner. We need to get it down here really soon. We're about to probably see at least 1, if not 2 gens pop off momentarily is the problem. She continues. And she has God Palette. If she drops it, then we can just 99. It is Slashy, it is. How goes it? How goes it? There goes Haunted Ground. That is awesome news, actually. Which means we don't have to use T3 just yet. We can just chase her down and M1 her. No, no, no. I think not. How goes it, Slashy? Today is Win Streak Wednesday with Mr. Mikey Myers. We're having a good old time on him, seeing if we can get some large win streaks going. Not bad. That's good to hear. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Still have another, like, 30 seconds left on Haunted Ground. Let's see if we can get some more value. Alright. I guess let's dip back over towards this gen. Scratch marks head over to the right. Let's see. There we go. We have tier 3 in case Haunted Ground does expire. She has a really good vault point here. Yeah, that's really, really good for her. We have gotten our Devour Hope stacks, so that's good. Alright, let's try and make good use of this. That's a pretty good double back. I can appreciate it. Oh, I thought I had it. I really did. But we definitely have it this time. Alright, so that's number 2. So right now, 1 for 1s on hooks to... whatchamacallit? Hooks to gens. Just had a ghost face, so I flirted in the end game chat and Luna are in the DMs. Jeez. Ooh, 3 gens. That's less than ideal. On that gen. Okay, now we just have to hope that Devour Hope sticks and we are able to snowball. It's gonna be difficult for us, though. They healed over here, I want to say. Oh, yep, I just saw someone. Oh my god, seriously? You're mid-lunge and it counted as a freaking T2 hit. That's so obnoxious. That's so bad. That's quick and quiet. Yeah, she used up her quick and quiet. Let's see if she has a pallet here. No pallet. How good is your Devour totem? No idea. I mean, we have 2 Haunted Ground totems up and 1 Devour, so I have no idea which is which. Some of these totems aren't bad, but they're not great either. Use Tombstone. Unfortunately, we cannot use add-ons for a win streak there, Slashy. Otherwise, that would be an option. That would be an option. Alright, we're out of Devour Hope range. So as soon as they get it, we'll get our 3rd stack. So that's good news. There we go. There's 3 stacks of Devour Hope now. And we see a gen that we definitely want to pop. So let's pop this gen. Every other gen seems pretty silent, which is good news. I wonder if they're hunting for totems for some reason. I'm surprised they haven't hit that one. Maybe they're afraid of another Haunted Ground is the only thing that I can think of. Perma tier 3? Basically. But we have a smaller tear radius, which is nice. So we have 60 meter tear radius instead of 32 perma tier 3. Basically how that's going to work. Alright, so now they're definitely going to be on the hunt. I'm hoping that the shower totem is Haunted Ground. Like, that would be our best case scenario. Because we can't really leave this area out of fear of them getting it. There's someone right behind me. I don't know what they're thinking. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what they were thinking. That was so strange. Alright, they get a gen. This isn't a great situation to be in, but we might be able to capitalize if we can get Moris going. There's stack number 4. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, stack number 4. We're going to go towards middle with pop. There we go. There's a 10% increase of speed thanks to Devour. No one's on that gen. Where's this last gen? Okay, that one, that one, that one. It's kind of in a line. Oh, this is great. This is perfect. That's number 3 on hook. So we're definitely going to get our Mori. If they are able to unhook in time, that's... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's drop her. Possibly. Come on, come on. Let's kill her. Come here, Meg. Let's get her out of the game right now. I'm really hoping that totem is Haunted Ground. That would be just so good. Perfect. Let's go for the totem. This is actually working out so well right now. Did she not see the totem? I am so confused how that totem's still standing. That baffles me. They had so much time to get it too. They're not there either. Where are they? This is really peculiar. They hit Haunted Ground. Oh my god. So that means that one is Devour Hope. That one right there is Devour. Oh my word. Alright, we hear someone here. Let's get another Mori. Come here, Fang. No, no, no. No run. She'll drop early. Yep, makes sense. She'll vault in. She goes to the right. Now let's mind game her. And Feng Min, if she was not in a Swift, will be the only person who has knowledge of that totem. They might. They might. Alright, out she goes. Check gens real quick. No one here. What about here? No one here either. I think they're still hunting for the totem. Nope, they're on this gen here. Or at least they were at some point. Alright, well, this is starting to work well for us. The only scary part is if they go for a key. Let me just check basement real quick. Yo, what's up, Trix? There was a person down here too. Awesome. That's what we're looking for. Let's kill her. And that there will secure us the win. Did I win the game you missed? Yes. So right now we're currently on a win streak. Let's take a look at the chest. It was traded with a toolbox. Yep, this is Win Streak Wednesday, my friend. Right now we're doing Mikey Myers. We're trying out whether or not the Devour Hope build is worthwhile in Michael. Because basically you have permanent tier 3 with permanent monitoring abuse on a 24-meter killer. Once we get to the Devour Hope range. And it's pretty lethal. Because they do not expect us to be that close up on them on tier 2. Alright, right now we're just looking for Hatch. Let's even get Evil Finn here. Because I don't think I have Evil Finn on PC. I think I only have it on console. Sounds like it might be on the outskirts of the map. Because we haven't heard it thus far. Through the middle. So I think this is for our 4th win. Yeah, I did forget to put in my titles today. That is my bad. Alright, where's this last Megan? I mean, if she found Hatch, you know, she'd be doing what survivors do and vaulting it, right? But she hasn't yet. And so far we haven't found Hatch ourselves. I'm still so surprised that they never end up getting that, that totem, to be honest. But where's this shack? Oh, is she right there? Yeah, she found it. There we go. But GG, well played nonetheless. The Devour Hope put in a ton of work, to say the least. Alright, well that's a 3K, putting in Myers up to a 4-win streak now. No perk requests again? Yeah, because today is Win Streak Wednesday, no perk requests. We'll have it back on tomorrow. So just think of these last 2 days as some saving days, right? You get to save up your channel points. I gave up on Prison Architect. Why, just not working out well for you or what? Alright, well that wasn't a bad result there with Devour Hope, Haunted Ground, Undying. We could run Surge instead of Pop. Well, no, because we're not running Ruin, right? So I guess we run Pop. Yeah, we run Pop instead of Surge. That's the best idea. That's the best idea. Yeah, Pop will help us out a lot. The biggest thing is if Devour Hope is able to stay up for that long like we saw there, it's just so lethal. I was going to do a stretch, but Kieran did it instead. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, my arm does not like being up this high. Thanks to the Moderna shot. Like, it feels like there is a huge knot in my shoulder right now from the shot. So when I don't give you help, you get a whole prison riding on you. Alright, well, let's ready up there. Alright there, Felix. Relax there, buddy. Relax there. So they all have medkits. That's okay-ish. It just means that we can't really give up chase on Felix, Yoon, and Nia. Yeah, it's possible. Normally you see the side effects happen on your second shot, if it's Moderna. But first shot has also been reported to make you quite exhausted. So I'm expecting tomorrow to feel like death. So if I seem a little bit out of it tomorrow, I do apologize. It doesn't help that I already have a disability that makes it so that I'm wicked fatigued. So this is probably gonna put me on my butt, to say the least. Alright, well let's see if we can get the 5th win of with Michael Myers. That would be the hope. That would be the hope. I think that the Devour Hope build might help out a lot because it's very, very strong because you only have a 60-meter terror radius with Devour Hope on tier 2. Wouldn't blame me for not streaming at all. No, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I right now have not missed a day except for technical issues since November, so I'll definitely be here. The virus and I was ill for 2 days. Oof. It's going to hit everyone a little bit differently. I'm fairly certain that Frankie and I have already had COVID, unfortunately. I think I've said this before, but I was in New York in January of 2020, when COVID started spreading, and it was predicted that I was already in New York by that point in time, and I was at a Microsoft event in Fifth Ave for the what's called NRF. It's a National Retail Federation convention. And then our entire team came down with something that we thought was the flu, and everyone was like out for a straight week. Thankfully, it wasn't too serious. No one had to be hospitalized, to my knowledge, but like it was bad. And so, looking back at that, I realized, ooh, maybe we all had COVID. It's not outside the realm of possibility there. I don't think she knows I'm here. Do neither one of... Felix noticed. Felix noticed. She, on the other hand, has not. Yeah, there we go. Now you've noticed there, my friend. Alright, let's get the hit here. On Yoon. I'm going to go for Felix because I think that he's going for my totem. I think he's seen it. The good news is that Undyne's still in play, right? There's Blood, and then there's Felix. We'll stalk you. Continue line of sight. That we can get the most out of that, because you're pretty close to us. Let's get some more stock, since we're not going to get a hit on the vault. And he has life from the looks of things. We're going to see at least 2 gens pop off in the near future. Alright, we're just about 99 now. Alright, let's vault with him. Do you keep in mind that you have a faster vault on tier 2? And even faster on tier 3. He's gonna make this. We'll take the hit because he's gonna drop it. So we'll pocket tier 3 at this point. That's gonna be our plan. And he doesn't make it to anything here. We know he has life, not dead hard. Get some rest? Alright, sounds good, Trick. Sounds good. Like I said, I'll probably be fine, but I can definitely understand where you guys are coming from. Alright, we got Pop in hand now. Let's see if Yoon is back on this gen. Crow's within 20 seconds, so that would be a yes. That's Urban Evasion. Alright. She sees where a totem is, but won't be able to capitalize off it too much. Okay, here's a problem now. Undyne is now out of effect. And we're gonna be in a tricky position. Alright, let's check out middle. Okay, there we go. There's Felix. So we're hoping that that one that Felix has seen is, whatchamacallit, is Haunted Ground. That's what we're gonna hope right now. Alright, they're both going for it. We're gonna walk away. There's 2, and we're about to have 3. So let's take a look. Borrowed time, unfortunate. Scratch marks, he's doing the totem. We're gonna say no to that for the Felix. And since he's done an objective action by touching that totem, he does not have DS. He cannot have it with the new DS update. We're just gonna grab him. And then put him on a hook. This will now be tier 3. So now we can insta-down anyone, but the only downside is everyone's pretty much injured at this point. We're going to want to guard this pretty aggressively because we don't know what it is. Let's see if they healed under hook. They are. Nia might take the body block. Now they know that it might be Devour Hope, though. There was an DS update? There was, Oranjo, there was. So basically now when you do an objective action, DS gets turned off. So that means unhook, totems, gens, heals, anything like that, it will immediately turn off DS. So they're going to run away from this area. We see Felix here. He's going to vault, use life, get around the tile, but might not have enough distance. He has not done an objective action yet, so he will still have a stack, or still have DS, but guess what, Felix? I hope you are the only one with that knowledge of that totem, because now we have 5 stacks. Yes, that was when the new killer was added. Correct. Okay. So now we have Perma Tier 3 and Perma Moris. We're gonna just hope to hell that no one else knows of that totem, but I'm pretty sure Yoon does. If they're in comms, then obviously all of them will. You might want to circle back to that gen, to that totem, and see if it is Devour Hope or not. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Cool. We still don't know what it is, but we've now gotten 2 kills. Yo, what's up, Dropshot? How you doing? How you doing? That's a bad idea. You have 16 seconds to do that totem, and I have fewer seconds to do my Mori. That was very gutsy, to say the least, by that Yoon. She has Iron Will, too, by the way. Alright, that'll be the 3rd kill, which will secure us the win. If we can find Nia, even better. But otherwise, this will count as our 5th win. Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Gutsy but foolish, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Especially because they don't know whether or not that is Devour Hope, right? So I guess now we can just look for Hatch, as it has spawned now. We'll check it by Shack, of course. And then we'll go to the other side. Oh, there's Nia. Ain't that fancy timing. And if I haven't already gotten it, this will secure us Evil Thin. Fine line between bravery and reckless, abso-freaking-lutely, and that was just downright reckless. Like, I respect them for the attempt, but it just was not a good idea. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. GG, well played. Alright, well that will be, I believe, our 5th win streak now. And I guess I already had Evil Thin, because I did not get the achievement. Whoopsie. If they see you Guardian Totem, they'll probably think that it's Devoured. Yeah, I sometimes do that pre-purposefully, and to be fair, in that moment, it could have been, so I was kind of guarding it in that regard. It made a lot of sense for me to do so. That also may have been a pretty good speed run for Myers, by the way. Because the Devour Hope helped us out a lot there. I actually might want to check that. I want to see if that was a good speed run. Let's find out. Because I think like the Meyer speed runs is pretty short though, is the only problem. It's like 2 minutes something. If we look at that, that was... Let's see, we started at 56. And we ended at... looks like gonna be at 02, so 6 minutes. Not great, not horrible though. Nia accepting her fate, yeah, that's pretty much what she did there. Into the tree just to stop, stopping killed me. Yeah, she's like, okay, well, I'm done here. Let's just give up on that one. Yeah, so if you look at speedrun.com, which let me see if my speedrun has been accepted yet. I'm not sure if it has. But if you look at the shape, 6 minutes would put us... Okay, so you know what? That's probably shorter than my current one. I've won where I'm at the 17th fastest Myers game with 6 minutes 40 seconds. So this will be shorter in comparison. So that's good news, I suppose. As far as my Swift speed run that we did as a community, it still hasn't been approved yet. It's still awaiting verification, so I'm not sure if maybe they have just some games to verify. Yes, we can. If you go over to speedrun.com, I will send you a link right now. What perks am I running? I'm running a Devour Hope build with Devour Hope, Haunted Ground, Undying, and Pop. Right now, I think we hold the fastest, not the fastest, but we have the 8th fastest escape with the community. We did that with Giraffe, Big Dog, and React. I think the 17th Myers, the like 8th Ghostface or something like that. But we have some pretty fast games in there. I should honestly put more of my matches on there, because I've been usually only putting them up if they're like in the top 10. But still, you know, we have some pretty good speedruns. Silent Hill when you speedrun, that's fair, Andrew, that's fair. Yeah, it's definitely something that's a little less common, I'd say. It's not as big as like a speedrun community, but like the streamers and content creators that do speedruns on Dead by Daylight are pretty tight-knit. So I was introduced to it by one of my viewers, Fear the Dark Wolf, and Alex the Plug, who was a teammate of mine on 4 Nights 1 Locker for Vigo's Court. So it was a really, really cool thing. I was like, hey, I might as well, you know, submit some speedruns. I have some pretty fast matches. And so I started doing so. It's a fun time. And actually, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, that one guy D, who is someone who I've rated before, and I are going to be going for a world record escape attempt, which should also be a good old time. I'm going to try and convince them to have us each bring in a survivor from our streams. Oh, there you are, D. I was just, you know, mentioning how I wanted to bring in a survivor from each of our streams, you know, make it a community thing as well. For the kill category, you can find it on the speedrun. But I've been here? Fair enough, fair enough. I feel you, mate. I am actually quite exhausted myself. Alright, sounds like they're upstairs. Let's head up here real quick. Hopefully they're not running Spine Chill. That was Haunted Ground. Horrible timing because we're not tier 2 yet. Heal Vault. Well, I appreciate you guys getting Haunted Ground early. It does make my life quite easy. Before the buff. Ooh, interesting. See, I will say I do pride myself in a lot of my speedruns because I don't use add-ons at all. I think that, you know, definitely is a factor that I have going for me. Let's see if they're in bathroom. It sounds like they're not, which is pretty surprising, honestly. Let's see here. Alright, there's one stack of Devour Hope. No one there. No one there. Doesn't seem like anyone downstairs. And it looks like they are going for... Oh, that is amazing to get that much Devour Hope value right there. That was perfect. Alright, that'll be second stack. Breakout Dwight, maybe? Let's just chase him out of 24 meters. Yeah, that's fine, mate. That is perfectly fine by me. Alright, we'll chase him out of 24 meters, and this should actually help out a lot. Because now we can chase a second person. And I feel like by the time I catch up to him, his DS will be gone. Oh yeah, the buffs are definitely well worth the name of buff. So I'm very excited for that. I have not actually tried the new Wraith out just yet. I don't think you make that, Dwight. I think you made a mistake and greeted this. Why'd I feel like you had a sprint? I wonder if that... Is this Dwight using, frickin' bounce landing dead hard? Because I could have sworn that he got a speed boost going down the stairs earlier, but I guess not. Alright, we'll get 2 hits in. We'll go for the Yui. She'll be our third stack of Devour Hope, and then they'll start being totem hunting. And so we're actually in a really good position right now. She has this pallet. She reverse palleted. That's horrible for her. Let's break this. Yes and a no. So, yes, if in instance they DC, like, immediately, but if you've, like, hooked them prior to, then it's fine. So, there are some exceptions to that rule. Alright, let's just stock her for tier 3 so we have it pocketed for later. Alright, we're 99, and guess who has Perma tier 3 of Devour Hope? This is gonna be fun now. This is where things get spicy. Alright. You gotta be joking me, they hit Devour Hope right before we hit the freaking Kate. Gotta be joking. That's horrible timing. Like, the worst timing that I've ever seen. Oh, painful. Thankfully, I have tier 3 pocketed for this exact reason, in case something like that did happen, right? That's why we had that in hand. She gets stunned. Unless she has bounced landing, she doesn't make it in time. Alright. Well, good news, bad news, right? We're on 4 hooks on 1 gen. Even if they were to do a gen right now as I'm hooking, we're still in a really good spot. And I also hear a Dwight behind me. Makes me think that he has breakout. It really does. Either ways, it's a mistake that he will pay for. If Yui goes for the unhook, then she's also gonna die. Man, Dwight, that's what happens when you mess up like that. Yes, tomorrow will be a normal killer stream. That is accurate. Alright, I hope one of you has Unbreakable, otherwise this game is slugged out and over. Alright, Dwight goes downstairs. He gets stunned on the drop. We have a faster vault thanks to tier 3. He'll drop that, we'll break. We still have another 30 seconds or more on T3. He might vault in. That's my only thought that he might do there. He vaults out. Wow, that was kind of a convoluted way to vault out, not gonna lie. All we need to do right now is just chase him. I need to do nothing but chase. And that will be the game. Well, that's what happens when you guys feed Myers a T3. So, GG's, I suppose. Is there a hook around here? There isn't. Looks like this is the closest hook. Now we just need to find the other 2 survivors. Alright. Hopefully they haven't moved too much. I do see a slug trail right here, I think. Yep. There's a slug trail. Let's bring you over here. Then Meg was upstairs. Yeah, they would have used it by now, 100%. We have to break this wall. That's the only thing I don't like about the game, is that sometimes in order to get to certain hooks, you have to break walls. But I usually only do that in endgame anyways. And then let's try and find the Meg. She was on the 2nd floor, so I have no idea where she might be. Megan. She was over by this generator when we slugged her. But she could quite literally be anywhere at this point in time, is the only problem. If I had to bet, she's somewhere downstairs looking for a hatch. At least that's what I would do if I was her. Right? That'd make the most sense. But I just don't know where. Oh. I almost wish that they had Unbreakable. The thing is, her looking for hatch doesn't do anything either, since hatch won't spawn until the last person dies on hook. Perks on killers went from green rank 1 to, with 1 perk on each killer, leveling up each killer to get to red rank in a day. Yep, that will happen. That'll happen. Alright, hatch is now in play. I still have no idea where this Meg is. I'm happy that you learned something from the streams. That means a lot to me. You find hatch and she has adrenaline. I mean, it's a Meg, so that would make the most sense, right? I would almost be surprised. Well, there's hatch. Adrenaline, question mark? Yep. I am not surprised by that fact whatsoever. The other idea that I would have for the Meg would be that she'd wait for me to find hatch in order to get the exit gate. That actually isn't a bad idea on her part if that is the case, because she does get haste, and that would help her open up the exit gate a little bit faster. I mean, we still secure the win one way or another, so I'm not going to mind too much. But unfortunately, the exit gates are pretty bad for me right now. Let's try and take a quick peek. She healed herself. Interesting choice. I'm not sure if I would have done that personally, but I can understand why. Am I allowed to T3 on this? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely I am. It's just not something that I do too often because, you know, it takes a lot of time. Wait, hold on. Scratch marks go this way. There we are. Let's hit her. And There's no escaping now, Meg. You can extend the chase all you want, but it's either the entity or me. One or the other. Welcome back, Alex. Welcome back. Where is she? Did she drop down? I guess she must have fallen down when I hit her. Yep. Oh, yeah. That would have been the only way that she would have gone out. But the fact that we saw her heal told me that that was an impossibility, right? So that was the good news. Also, welcome back, Rag. Welcome back. Just in time for us to secure our 6th win of Mr. Mikey Myers. I don't have to camp her because she doesn't have deliverance, or rather she can't, since she's the last one. Welcome back, Giraffe. Welcome back. How was Killer Friends and Swift? Hopefully it was a fun time. Alright, not too shabby. That was actually a pretty short match, too. Do I think it was like sub 6 minute shorts? Probably not, but you never know. But GG, well played to these survivors. Yeah, match is going well now that we changed over to a Devour Hope build. So we switched it up, like, dramatically. Also, I was right about the breakout on Dwight, I think. Dwight... No, that was the Yui. So Yui had breakout, hence why she was close to the hook. And then Meg also had breakout. Interesting. Fair enough, fair enough. I see why they brought the game, because you can get breakout value through the floor as long as it's within 6 meters. So I can kind of see what they're trying to go for there. It's cute. It's very cute. Yeah, the Devour Hope has been doing a lot of work, for sure. And that was another 4K, so he's now on a 6-win streak. Alright, Myers, my boy. Let's ready up again. And bring another blood points offering. Let's also take a quick peek and see how quick that match was. I want to say it may have been like sub 7, but not sub 6, unfortunately. It was pretty quick due to that T3 4-man slug, but because we couldn't find the Meg, it was a little bit lackluster. Let's see, we started at 11 minutes. Yeah, we started at like 9 minutes. Actually, earlier than that, holy hell. Like at 8 minutes? Yeah, like 8 minutes, and we already were at 1 hook. So yeah, there's no way that that was anything worth my while in regards to speedruns are concerned. All right, no worries, Alex, no worries. Okay. I wonder why they say the base tear radius on Myers is 6 meters. On tier 1, it's 0. On tier 2, it's 16. So I wonder why they say it's 6 meters. I wonder if they missed a 1 there. Are they still reviewing that Swift? Yeah, they are still reviewing it. It hasn't been validated yet. There's no reason why it wouldn't go through, but they are still validating it. So we're still waiting on that. As soon as I see that it's validated, I've been checking daily, I'll announce it in Discord. No worries, no worries. We do see 1 flashlight, keep that in mind. And is that firecrackers in Yui's hand, or is that just like the glow of the neon lights? I think it's just the glow of neon lights. Yeah, no firecrackers in her hand. Typos from the dev? I wouldn't be surprised. Especially, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It has to be. Because I'm just going to confirm real quick that on tier 2, it is 16 and not 6. If it's 6, that's even more insane. But I'm pretty sure it's 16 meters on tier 2 for Myers. But let me just confirm real quick. At least confirm via the wiki. Tier 2 is 16. Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, I think that must be a typo. That'd be my only thought process. Alright, blood points, what I like to see. Alright, so my goal for Myers today is at least to get him to a 10 win streak. If we find it to be like a really fast match, then I would say we'll keep it as is. Like right now, I'm gonna, treat it as if we started at 221. So if an instance that, I think that it's been a very short match, let's say if that 221, or we finish the match at 226, then I'll kill them right away. Speedrun games count towards win streak? Yeah. I mean, I'm still using no add-ons one way or another. So as long as I'm not using add-ons, they count. There's no reason to not count them, I suppose. Yeah, so just remember that 221. So if we like, by the time we get the last person down, if we see 226, I'm hooking. If I see a 226, then that'd be a sub 5-minute match. Do polls but no extra votes. Yeah, that'd be probably a good idea. We'll cut the extra votes, just in case. Because Myers has like a lot of speedrun potential if it's tier 3. Family Resort. Not a bad map for totems, but we have one god-awful totem spawn here. Alright, let's see if we can find them early based on a spawn near Shack. They could still be to the right past a shrine, so we'll take a quick peek back here. Last thing I want to do... Yeah, they were here. This David, I think, just spawned in. Perfect, perfect. Hi, David boy. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna stalk you. It'll be okay. You want to drop the pallet? There we go. Perfect. Yeah? Yep. Okay. You know? I appreciate the sacrifice, David. I really do. But alas, you will die here. We got a false hit. We just got dedicated. That's awesome. That's awesome. He doesn't make that one way or another, but... Yeah, you know, he thought that him and I had a mutual understanding, but the understanding was, you stand there and get stalked, David. That's how we're gonna work this. Alright, I'm gonna walk away. I know there's a second person there. I could insta-down them, but I want to get my Devour Hope stack. They hit either Undying or they hit Devour Hope. Which means that we have a bad totem in Shack, and we're gonna hope the hell that totem in Shack is freaking Haunted Ground. Like, that's gonna be our Deer Hope. Thankfully, got Yui down within our tier 3, so we're getting good value here. It was Undying? Well, not necessarily. So if they hit Devour Hope, then it would still reset the counter, so we have no way of knowing, is the problem. No DS this game? Oh, hey! I appreciate the call-out there. I would have absolutely thought about DS being the game. That is a very good call-out indeed. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I think they're in Shack, so they might be doing my totem right now. We'll find out in about 3 seconds whether or not it is Haunted Ground or something else. Well, I'm surprised that David didn't throw the pallet. Yep. Yeah, it's the only hard part is that knowing which one is Devour Hope and which one isn't, right? So, like, this could very well be it. And we have no idea. We'll pop this, though. He's going around the long side, so let's loop this. I think he vaulted in. Maybe. I don't know where he went, actually. I 100% lost him. Oh, we see David healing here. He has self-care. That's good to know. So this David might spend a lot of time self-caring. The other David's probably going to be on the totem, though. So we're just hoping to hell that that is not Devour Hope. Alright, that's going to be our third token as long as Devour Hope doesn't go. Fingers frickin' crossed, mate. You know, a daring attempt there, Cheryl. Really, I can appreciate the play, though it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I was thinking maybe a locker play. We saw the other David, so I didn't feel too bad going for it. I guess it's a pop-up targets. 1.5 still. Oh, you gotta be joking me. Thank God Haunted Ground, which means we can get this Yui down. That kind of rhymed a bit, didn't it? That was a good rhyme. That was a good rhyme. Alright, let's hook her back on that same exact one. Okay, I'm gonna hook her away from that. I'm gonna hook her away from there, because that's where my totem is. That there's Haunted Ground. Not Haunted Ground. That one there is Devour Hope. And it's in an okay spot. They don't really have many reasons to go back there. Alright, Haunted Ground's still up for another 30 seconds. Even the sprint burst might not give her enough space. We're gonna find out here in a second, though. Oh, I thought she was gonna drop down, so I went down early. She goes back to the pallet. Very nice. Oh, we're too close to the Yui. There we go. We're not too close. Here's the third stack. They don't know Haunted Ground's in effect yet. There we go. Okay. Now we can make some plays. So we're on 3 stacks of Devour Hope now, and they're about to find out. This is excellent. We know someone's near. Yep, there it is. There were 2 people are. We're on 5 gens still, by the way. That's 4 stacks. And they're healing right there. David might feel emboldened to take a hit. There we go. You might want to sprint burst there, Cheryl. You don't have DS in hand. She'll vault. She probably should have vaulted back, honestly. There we go. So now we hook Cheryl again, because she doesn't have DS. Then we go for David, who should be out of Devour Hope range. Yeah, so we're already past like the sub 5-minute mark, so this is a good pull. We'll definitely see this one go through. Where's David? Oh, David's over here. I went past the freaking hook. Cheryl suicides, makes sense. It's unfortunate because we don't get the stack. There's the slug boy. Hello, slug boy. Which well, that's actually kind of impressive. I'm not sure if they thought that one through, but they are committing the gens. Yo, what's up, Wine Milk? How's it going? How's it going? How's the day been? David's dead too. And this game is quite literally over. Crows come back within 20 seconds. There's a David. He has the pallet still. He'll drop it. Let's mind game him real quick. Thank you, David boy. Hatch is a no. Sounds like a plan. I mean, if the UE comes for the unhook, then we might be able to get a Mori on top of which. He messed up. Let's break. And will UE actually try and save him is the question of the day. You know what? You might as well put him in basement, right? Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. Is that tenacity? No, I don't think it was. I do not think that he had tenacity. But it doesn't matter, that David's dead anyways. This gen was being worked on. No idea where she is now, though. I mean, I imagine that she's looking for a hatch, but hatch hasn't spawned, so moot point. They need to do one more gen. Tenacity is a decent perk. It is. She might be searching for Devour, and it looks like David is suiciding. I mean, that would be probably the best play for everyone involved. And at least give the UE an attempt at escape. Right? But he's still holding on. UE might end up going for the save. I mean, I'm just gonna stay outside of Devour Hope range and hope that she goes for it, but I don't know. I don't think that she is. No, she didn't. Okay. So now I just need to wait for a hatch. So we'll go back to Shack and see if hatch spawns here. Watch him Kobe? Nah. I think he just wanted to try and Kobe. But yeah, then he held on to the end, though. And that's the part that made me think that maybe she's going for it. Doesn't matter either ways because hatch hadn't spawned, so he is stumbling around in the dark. We're now just going to try and find it before she does. Which on this map is a little bit easier said than done. Can't handle standard, that's an oof. You could always do chat only, theoretically speaking, Alex. That would, you know, at least give you the ability to chat, though not watch the stream. Well, that adrenaline's going to do a whole lot of nothing there, UE. Because unless you're on the exit gate already with that haste... Which, was she? Hold on. Was that her I saw? No, it wasn't. I may have just wasted a lot of time. She'll probably escape, but it still secures us the win. It's possible. It's not outside the realm possibility there, Matt. You can always refresh and try and catch it back up, but yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, no one there. We can't see over, so we have to go around still for this one. She could try and do a silent open, but I think if she is going to do that, she would have already done it. Yeah. I feel like she's already wasted her moment to try and do so. Yo, what's up, Artemis? How goes it? How goes it? You're just in time for some rounds of Mr. Mikey Myers on today's Win Streak Wednesday. Yeah, so I think she's chosen death via the entity at this point. Like, there's no way she escapes. Unless she's, like, searching for a key desperately, and knows where Hatch is on top of which. Though, that would be her only you know, way of escaping at this point. Yeah, there's no way. Yep. And... yeah, she's dead. She opted to die to the entity. Because both exit gates have no progress whatsoever. Night, Rune. Have a good one. I'll see you next time, alright? Only 9 p.m. where you are? It's only about 8 p.m. where I am, so yeah, you're on East Coast then, Matt, correct? You always let Daddy Myers kill you? I mean, if these survivors would have gotten one more unhook, then, you know, they would have been able to kill him, been able to die by him personally. But GG, well played. Yeah, this build is pretty good on Myers, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's working out pretty well for us. Also, if we have, like, survivors who are really big, totem hunters, then that could be an issue. Otherwise, we're doing pretty well. Just need 3 more wins on Myers to get him to hit my goal for him of 10 wins. Well, I think the really big thing about it is once it gets to tier 3, yeah, so, okay. There's a visual bug going on right now. And any and all animations are currently going faster. I'm not sure if you noticed that. Like, even the background is also going faster than normal, but also, like, the particle effects on the challenges also are. So I'm not going crazy. These are absolutely, like, sped up to, like, 200%. To be fair, out of any bug that I've seen with this new update, this is pretty minimal, so I'm okay with this. Yeah, it's very, very blinky. Yeah, even the little fog effect at the top is going faster. So any animation on the UI looks to be going faster right now. Interesting. Hit or grab 10 survivors near pallets, vaults, or breakable walls using no, I do not want to use Zenji tactics. Please leave me alone for that one. The eye, spinning eye looks cool. Yeah, I kind of like it at that speed. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The, what is it called? The Orus, I believe. The pain in my voice? What about it? Oh, Zenji tactics? Yeah, I do not want to use Zenji. Just froze me, but it never showed a loading sign. Interesting. I wonder if you just actually paused it, possibly. Yeah, so the interesting thing is, too, with that that bug, the fog effect here is not going faster, but the loading screen is, and so is the loading symbol, too. Curious. Oh, yeah, Zenji tactics. Yeah, I don't like me some Zenji tactics. It's not that great. It's freaking whatchamacallit. Windows of opportunity, but for killer. It's like, why do I need this? Strange. The particle effect in this lobby though is fine. Huh. Peculiar. Wonder why that is. And there's no other, like, UI effects that I'd be able to look at to determine if it's also affected. But right now, it looks like the effects for these are perfectly fine. Peculiar. Been trying to get into my lobby for 2.5 hours now. It can be difficult. We've had people try before, and it's happened. It's happened. It's not outside the realm of possibility, for sure. Righty then. We've had some good luck with these most recent matches and totem spawns, thankfully. Let's see if that luck continues. To be fair, I guess the game we didn't really get any value out of Devour Hope, but we got like 2 downs with Haunted Ground. So I guess give and take in that regard. Not a bad situation to be in, I suppose. Alrighty though, I'll be running David of a rainbow map and I'll close out of the stream. Sounds good, Matt, sounds good. I appreciate ya. You know, plain honest. This map though is god-awful. Both for totems and for line of sight, so this could be just a little bit tricky. Let's try and get some early finds. That's gonna really determine a lot of this, to be honest. We might have to make use of pop a little bit more here than we normally do. Did I see a survivor back there? I think I did. I did. Scratch marks. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a grab. So you have premonition. That's what you're doing. Understand that you're feeding me tier 2. Yep, and tier 3. There we go. So maybe that's what the David Blasky was doing too. He was trying to get the premonition tome challenge. Maybe that's it. That's the only other thing I can think of. But we insta-downed her, and now see another survivor up there on the 2nd floor. Apparently it's bugged too. So they're giving me that value for nothing. That's kind of sad. Alright, one person jumped down here. Let's get further down. We still have 30 seconds. Yep, we got our default. So let's break this pallet. She might have tenacity. Maybe. It's hard to say. People are saying it's bugged. Interesting. Very interesting. Quite unfortunate for those trying to do it against my Myers, because I do not mess around. We did see scratch marks. Hold on. Scratch marks went upstairs trying to finish the gen, I imagine. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. 10% regression. We're gonna pop it. Okay. So they just got hit either Undying or Devour Hope there. We'll get another stack of Devour Hope in a second. Hold on. Hold on. I was right. I knew you had to be in a locker. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that in my mind. The moment that I realized that I saw no scratch marks on the other side. It's usually on a gen when you see Premo pop. Alright, Haunted Ground got hit, so our last totem is Devour Hope. We need to keep that in mind. We see Jane back here. No DS in the game, by the way, I just noted. Alright, we'll get her to drop this, and then we'll go for the down. Unfortunately, it's not great Haunted Ground value, but with Devour Hope, I, you know, want to try and get her down ASAP. Hold on 1 second. Okay. We'll ignore her. You hear someone in Myers' house. We have 15 seconds left. Alright, let's get her. See if she has bounce landing. She has not, so we'll get more Devour Hope. And we got Haunted Ground value too. Nope, that's not how Devour Hope or Undying work anymore. Undying now preserves your stacks of totems now. But unfortunately, this virus hunted my freaking totem. I think that they assumed, based on not seeing Ruin, anything like that, that, you know, I was running Devour, which was a smart call on their end. Quite unfortunate. Yeah, we are just about to get our 3rd stack too. So right now, 1 perk Myers. So you need to be mindful of that fact and try and get some stock for tier 3 when applicable. Alright, no DS, so I don't need to respect any one of you. We'll hit you down. And we're gonna hook you immediately. Right now, you know what? I can't complain too much. You know, 4 hooks on 2 gens is a pretty good position for me to be. That's true. That's true. That is an accurate statement. Alright, you see additional scratch marks out here, heading towards House of Pain. Yeah, House of Pain it is. And is this blood mixed in? No, so this is someone healthy. Just trying to get a fake out. They'll vault. We should be able to get a hit here before they vault down. Horny for Trickster is her name. Jesus Christ. Nice freaking pelt throw, honestly. That was pretty good. But I don't know if it's going to get you the distance that you need at the end of the day. We'll vault because we are a faster vault with Myers. She'll vault again. House of Pain is going to be tricky against her, but we're already bloodlusted, so I'm not going to care too much. There we go. Alright, upsy daisy. Trying to think about gens that they've been on. Did they finish the one in Myers' house? They have not finished Myers' house. Let's head over there and try and get a pop going. Yeah, there are certain spawns of House of Pain that are pretty bad. There are certain also spawn generations of House of Pain that are just, like, god-awful for survivors. That, on the other hand, is not one of them. That gen is not being worked on all too much. Let's start stalking her. Unfortunately, we kind of broke stock when she vaulted, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. That gen still regressed pretty heavily. I don't know why you're waiting for me. That was quite interesting. That was quite an interesting choice, because this is a long line of sight for me to work with. Alright, we're almost 99 now. She has to assume that, right? Okay, we're literally 99.9. So she'll vault again. We're going to break it this time. I can barely use your left arm. Yeah. I don't imagine your arm feels all too comfy. Alright, let's listen. Looks like they're on this gen. Scratch marks. Heading over this way. That is Jane. Duly noted. Alright, Jane. Let's go for another chase. They do have a pallet here. Keep that in mind. Let's see if we can get her to drop it. I just need you to drop the pallet, Jane. There we go. Does she vault? No, she doesn't. She might try and vault back, though. We'll vault. Honestly, I probably should tier 3'd beforehand, but we'll go for it. Yeah, if I tier 3'd beforehand, we would have been in a lot better position. Oh, she continued. I just mind game myself. Great. I do think they're back on this gen, though. Hold up. Scratch marks. Going where? They ended very abruptly. Oh, that sucks. I just wasted a lot of T3 value. Alright, we'll move. Scratch marks heading over there to the left. Myers' house is there. Let's see if they commit. She vaults to the left. And that's a bounced landing, question mark? I feel like it is. She could play around this loop, but doesn't. We still have another 10 seconds. She goes inside. She vaults. That's going to kill her right there. Honestly, we didn't get a lot of value there. Because sometimes you want to go for the mind games, and sometimes you don't, and unfortunately, they've been calling my mind games and been mind gaming me. Honestly, sometimes it happens. That's the risk that you play for mind games, honestly. We'll pop this now. The good news is she's out of the game, right? Jane, I think, is still around here. I'm also going to check that gen back there, because now we're in an awkward little situation. we have to revisit Myra's house pretty soon, because if Jane is still there, it's going to result in her getting that gen. We have to stalk her and try and get this down quick. Come on, come on. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to ignore her for a second and go back to this. Okay, there's 2 Janes. It's still regressing. Thank frickin' God. Okay, that's regressing. That has been worked on. We need to check this gen then. That's the next one to check. That's 3.5 sills. Yeah, that's 3.5 sills. We're gonna have to... She didn't hit me? I don't know what just happened there. I think that was a glitch. Quite strange. I have no idea what just happened. She vaults. And she's stalked out is the problem. I can't insta-down her. So I have to just go for the M1s instead. And someone could be in house, not in House of Pain, but Myra's house now. Which is even worse. Alright, let's get her to drop this. Then mind game her. Nope. That's horrible. If she's paying attention behind her, this won't work. And she's paying attention too. Yeah, apparently. Apparently. She'll vault. We need to mind game her here. Otherwise we lose the game. There we go. We might still lose it. Because the 2 Jings are... If they are on 2 separate gens, that gen in Myra's house will get finished. Without a doubt in my mind. We need to pop this gen, head to Myra's house immediately after. It doesn't pal stun you. But the thing is, that wasn't even a lunge. That was just stalking. You felt bad for the thing that got hit? Why? Oh, what, the one that you swung through a pallet? Yeah. It's no longer regressing. That's on 3 sills, about to finish. Okay, so here's what we need to do. Okay, they picked her up. Let's pick you up. Let's put you on a hook. And then we need to make the most use of T3 as we can here. No one has DS, so good news there. They're probably going to go for that exit gate over there, I imagine. We need to get over there ASAP. But they're going to know because T3 has a 32-meter tear radius. We see the Jane go through. Fang has not been healed. I imagine that she dived on exit gate. She didn't. Exit gate hatches here too. Jane went inside. Did she go up? She did. But we see someone going for the unhook. What can we do here? They continue this way, and that's a Jane. T3 is going to go out in 5 seconds. So they're going to get value there. Fangman goes for the unhook. We're going to ignore Jane for a second. She didn't go for the unhook on Jane, which tells me that she's going for the freaking exit gate instead. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. This game's over. Yep. That is exactly what happened. Jane hit second stage. Feng Min's still injured. I don't need to respect DS. And everyone's on death hook. This is the only exit gate that's gotten any work done on it. Let's hook you. And if I had to guess the way that they go, unless they're on comms, they won't go for that exit gate. Instead, they'll go back for this one. If I had T3 still primed, this would be ideal. But we'll see in a second. They're not here, though. What? Oh, they might be on comms. That might be their saving grace. If it is, that's going to be so sad. They're not there either, though. Where are they? Where are they? Hold on, let me just double check. I need to double check. Not there. They're healing first. Kind of makes sense. I could still get the 3K plus hatch, you're correct. But this is mildly concerning across the board. Because this exit gate has some work done on it. Not a lot, but some. Enough to be concerning. Whereas this exit gate has no work done at all. So if we see the light, we know where they are. I mean, right now this is the best we can do. Like, there's no other option to just do this until they mess up. Yeah, we just need to wait for them to make a mistake. I will do this for as long as I need to secure the win, honestly. Until I get an inclination of where both of them are. They also could be trying to loot for a key because they know where hatch is. That's the other option, right? They'll both open the gate simultaneously. That would be the smart play. 110%. The other option is the reason why they're not going for any gate is because they don't know where the last one is. Did I disturb that crow? Hold on. No. I thought maybe I wasn't the one who disturbed it. Can only go one way, it's true. There she is. Alright. We have to commit now. And as soon as we're in chase... And we're not even in chase. I have no idea where she went. I have no clue. So now I need to pretty much walk backwards to the other exit gate. And I just ran into a bush. If they're on the other exit gate, then it's just a GG. They're not the... Wait, no, they're not. I have no idea where the Jane went. I can't hunt her either. Off the record, maybe. I think that, like, my best bet is if she went inside. It's on two... The thing is, it's on 2 lights now. Like, I can't ignore that entirely. Even turning my back is dangerous. But the other one's not there either. Why'd that crow disappear again? That makes me concerned that the other Jane is, like, right here, but they're not. There they go. Okay, so if they're on comms, they could very easily play this. They could very easily play this. Man, I wish I had T3! Alright, I need to take a look and that maybe lose that. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. So if she escapes via that she has head on. Yep. I just couldn't get the timing right. So the only way this works is if they technically go through the hatch, but yeah. Yeah, because she dies, and they could wait for hatch to spawn. That'd be the only technical way, but I don't know if I'd consider that a win because they've already opened up exit gate. So I don't know. Even if that were to be the case and they go through hatch because it's right there on that exit gate, right? Like, what do we do there? Do we... Maybe the right move was to injure and then just go back to protecting the exit gates? Maybe that was the right move? So we see her go through the exit gate, right? Or through the hatch. Do we consider this a win? I don't know. I mean, she opened up the exit gate. It's kind of like how when I give the exit gate to the survivor, I would say this is probably a loss. I would argue this is probably a loss. But GG, well played. Yeah, I think this would probably count as a loss just because she had the ability to leave versus the exit. Well, here's the thing. Yo, what's up, Cosmic? How you doing? Cosmic Chick. Like the name, but GG's well played, my friend. Yeah, I'd say both the exit gate open and hatches lost. I would agree with that, unfortunately. Because she had the option to escape via the exit gate. And I think that, unless we downed her and killed her, it would result in that. Yeah, unfortunate. But GG's, my friend. Yeah, she went through the hatch, but she had the option. That's the problem. Wrong emote. Oh, criminy. Oh, that sucks. Yo, what's up, Beetlejuice? How you doing? GG's, my friend. GG's. Thank you much for stopping by saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. We are a educational killer main, here to teach killers how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. On top of which, we also stream a dedication to Extra Life. We're trying to help kill kids at Stanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. It's true, she didn't, but she had the option. It's kind of like when I give a survivor the executor the hatch. You know, we could have killed her, hence the 3 or 4K, but we didn't. Hence why, you know, them escaping that moment counts as a win. Right. Ooh, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I recognize that name. I tried to boop you in the beginning. See, I thought you were trying to go for your premonition tome challenge, which is currently bugged. But I recognize a name. For those who don't know, Big Dog is actually a mod over on Who's channel, and Who is actually now a member of Children of the Fog, and I do believe they are streaming. I can check out in my Discord as well. Let's see, Children of the Fog, and Who doesn't appear to be streaming, actually. They seem to actually be offline currently, unless they don't have their Discord up. Are they currently? No, it doesn't look like it, at least based on the shout-out. Let me just double check. Worth a second look, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, no, they're live. I guess they don't have their Discord linked to their Twitch. So they are live currently for those who do want to check them out. Oh, it's with a 0? Gotcha. That would make sense. That makes sense. Alright, alright. Yeah, I'll have to mention that to them, that they need to link their Discord and their Twitch, so that way in Children of the Fog it looks like they're online. Thank you, thank you. Alright, well here's hoping we get a better map than Lambkin Lane. That map is just so bad for Myers, it really is, and it's so bad for Totems too. And it's just a shame that we got that map when we're so close to 10 wins. He is also close to his best of, which I think is best of 8 currently. Disappointing. Disappointing. What'd you forget, Matt? Oh, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the hydration. I mean, on one hand, this isn't much better than freaking Lambkin Lane. On the other hand, it's I guess a bit better because it's flatter. Makes it easier for me. We also see a really early survivor. Unfortunately, they're in the corn, so we're not going to be able to get too much stock. We need to get out of the corn and then stock them. And looks like they either hit Ruin or Undying. Or not Ruin, but Devour Hope or Undying there. We'll get a hit on you. And they'll drop the pallet. Let's mind game them. I think that he realized that he thought that he's body blocked into the shack. So I don't know. It was a questionable decision, to say the least. I'll get the hit. And let's see if he drops the pallet in my face. Nope, no pallet drop. Alright, we're gonna take her away from that totem because I think that she saw it in passing, which is pretty bad. I mean, Coldwind Farms has just horrible, horrible freaking totems to begin with. And that they must have pretty much like spawned on. They're in middle. Let's see if they commit. They will not, and we'll pop. I hear Cheryl. Let's stalk her. Get some T3 value. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the Vara Hope value here. That's just a matter of fact. Alright, let's stalk Felix and not her. He's pretty fresh. Alright, he's 99 now. He's going to get to this vault. No, you messed up. You messed up, my friend. Alright, let's pick you up. Alright, let's start trying to get some Devour Hope value right here and put you up on the hook. 1 gen at this point, that's fine. I imagine that Who will go back to middle gen over here and try and finish it out. That 25% regression might have done enough damage to allow me to get there in time, but we'll see. Nope, no dice. And they're going over to the left. Let's fake them out. See if they actually paid attention to which direction I went in. They did, but they didn't care. Fair play, fair play. Once again, let's try a mind game. We'll vault because T3 Myers vaults faster. She'll probably throw the pallet. She doesn't. Let's mind game her. We got a false hit. That sucks so freaking much. That sucks. Michael's actually a 115 killer, so he's not, you know, necessarily speedy, but not bad either. The fact that we got a false hit there just is so painful. That is so painful. Like, that was undoubtedly a hit. Mind gamer? Since she's pallet camping. And you go up the harvester. Now go up to this one. We can mind game her again. She's learned to hold W this time. Is that enough distance? She dead-hearted. Nice job. Yep, blind me. I think she has Iron Will. Because I didn't hear which direction she went in. She'll go to the next tile. She'll have a vault in front of her. Oh, no, she doesn't. She's standing a little bit further away from the pallet now. That's smart of her. We'll get the vault. And no Dead Heart this time. Haunted Ground. We get really bad value here, though. Thankfully, Devour Hope is still up. But we're already, right now, 1 for 1 on Gens the hooks, which is not a great scenario for me. But the fact that this chase got extended for so long is just so painful. It really is. Alright, let's take a look at the gens. We'll go to this corner, then to the one across from it. Nothing there. And Haunted Ground's still up for another 30 seconds. Yo, what's up, big dog? What's up? Do not tell who, big dog. Whatever you do not tell her that we are currently in their match. It's a secret. Alright, Haunted Ground's still up for 15 seconds. I don't know why he stood still. That was such a bad idea. Not register for tourney? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Alright, let's hook you here. They got the unhook. And you still have her totem up. Good news, good news. Let's get our third stack of Devour Hope. They healed who under hook. Good news. We get our increase in speed thanks to Devour Hope. And we see Yoon over here. She continues. And I think we should be able to get a hit here. Yep, there we go. Make use of all that speed that we get on that lunge. I mean, if you really want to do this... Yeah... See, you need to be careful of when you bait out the killer. You just might regret it. Big dog told? Big dog! Come on now! Oh, big dog, you disappoint me. You disappoint me. Alright, check in totem. She found a bad... Because I want it to be a surprise. You know, I don't want them realizing right away unless they die. Exactly. No fun to ruin the surprise. No fun at all. Alright, they didn't go far. They sprinted, then stopped, so they might be in this little patch here. The only problem is that now that they know where Devour Hope is, they're probably hunting totems. Let's, I guess, take a quick peek. They're not here. I stand corrected. I didn't hear the frickin' bones crunching. Thanks to, whatchamacallit. Thanks to the fire. That sucks. Alright, we'll loop him one more time, see if he loops the pallet. He does. Let's mind game him. Break the pallet. Alright, let's go for Jake. No DS, of course, so we don't need to worry about that this match. Bounce landing, no bounce landing, and a down. All good, Alex, all good. No worries, it's not on either one of you. It's all big dog, he's the blabbermouth. But it's okay, I'm not mad at anyone. It's just one of those things that, like, when we find streamers that we played against before or stuff like that, I always like leaving it a surprise because it's always kind of fun to see the reaction at the end of the game and not at the beginning or the middle of the game. Jake, once again, does not have DS, so that unhook by that Felix was pretty bad for him. Unfortunately, we were not able to get that. Felix does take a hit, though. An unnecessary one at that. We'll mind game it real quick. Sorry, Jake. No DS. If I don't have the threat of DS, I'm going to immediately hook you again. That was who? Who was the one with the flashlight? Unfortunately, without Devour Hope, we're kind of in a bad spot, honestly. If Felix went back to that gen to the left, he could theoretically finish it pretty soon. As far as resources in front of her, she doesn't have much. That's one survivor over to the left. No pallet to the left or to the right, so this will be a down. She'll dead hard. Going nowhere, though. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, let's put her back here. That's going to be third hook for who? That leaves Felix and Yoon left. Alright, that gen has not been worked on. If I remember correctly, this gen hasn't been worked on either. I'm going to take a quick listen, and then we're going to go over to, yeah, the far gen. We need to get over there ASAP, because we haven't seen Yoon in a while, so that makes me think, with the crow especially moving, that they might be over in this direction. But no gens have been worked on, but we do see Hatch. 20 seconds. They haven't opened up chests, so they're not looking for keys yet. Keywords, of course. Let's break this for future use. Just reduce resources, and we'll just kind of patrol our gens. Not there. This chest is open with a med kit in it. Could there have been a key? Theoretically. Have we seen anyone with a key? No. So for now, we're going to assume no key. I think we just saw Felix or you, and I think that's Felix. That's a med kit in hand. Well, let's hit him because we have no T3 potential right now. Give Hatch to Jake. Well, Jake is dead, so that's not really an option there, big dog. And looks like Yoon will end up getting Hatch instead. Unless, actually no, unless she goes for the unhook. Yeah, Jake is definitely dead. Unless there's a person named Jake who's a Felix or a Yoon, otherwise Jake is quite literally dead. All good, big dog, all good. Alright, not there. We'll patrol our gen. And Yoon has made a decision. She'll be our next target. I thought they would heal under hook. There's Yoon and Felix. Are we going to see a loop of friends? That's a toolbox and not a key, though. And because she was not going to take a hit for him, he's going to go right back on the hook. Oh, 100%. Yo, what's up, who? Out goes it, out goes it. Big dog ruined the surprise. I was looking forward to seeing your reaction at the end of the match, not the beginning. All right, Felix, it's time for you to get Hatch. Or he's just gonna keep running. Oh, not Felix, sorry, Yoon. Yoon gets Hatch, Felix does not. All right, Yoon, where are you? You went over this way, then stopped. Looks like she doesn't know where Hatch is, which I don't know how that's possible because she absolutely was right near it. But how you doing today? GG's, GG's. It's okay, Alex. It's not on you. Big dog's the one with the loose lips. Alright, Yoon, you get Hatch. You might get down before now and then, but... Oh, you actually will get down before now and then. She's trying to dodge a hit, and I'm just stalking her. Come on now. Get going. Does she still not know where it is? There you go. All good, big dog, all good. But RS to you as well, who. And for those who have not checked out who is a member of Children of the Fog, so definitely make sure you stop on by, say hi, and leave a follow if possible. Be much appreciated. They are a very nice person. And big dog over there moderates for them. Alright, Dead on Second Hook. This is true, you are part of Team Dead on Second Hook in Champions of the Fog, which is a different community as well. But Michael is back on 1 win. Had a map and someone brought a map offering. I got face camped to death. Oof. I'm surprised that people face camp maps, of all things. That is quite strange. At least in my opinion. Alright, back on 1 win. Let's see if we can at least win the rest of our matches for the night. That would be quite ideal. I was trying to tell her it's over. She wasn't believing you. Well, what kind of did her in was she definitely pointed my face at the wrong point in time with Devour Hope proccing immediately as I went for the swing. Didn't exactly go too well. You don't want me to be able to find the hatch? I take that as hatch is finding a hatch a tome challenge right now. Which, by the way, I've not gotten 3 malicious emblems of iridescent quality this entire time. That's quite awful. Fair enough, big dog. Fair enough. Alrighty. I was kind of hoping for Tombstone gameplay. Nah, we're doing Win Streak Wednesday today, big dog. So no Tombstone, no add-ons, as per usual. Though, I mean, if, freaking, who was it, Jake? Hadn't found our freaking Devour Hope totem, then maybe we could have moried them, but still. It's quite unfortunate, that timing. Alright, 2 medkits, a flashlight, and a toolbox. Not too shabby. I have to have a daily to escape through the hatch twice in a public game. Gotcha, gotcha. Fair enough. Alright, sounds good, big dog. I appreciate the lurk, and as always, does help us reach our goal of an average of 20 viewers by the end of April. I have lowered it down a little bit. Kind of looked at my analytics. 20, it seems a little bit more acceptable. So we're doing an average of 20 viewers by the end of April, not 25. I mean, streams been going well, big dog. Streams been going well. We went on a 7-win streak, and now we're going back on a win streak after that match, so can't complain. But we'll see you next time, alright? And have fun over there. Say hi to who for me. Great, not better. All good, big dog, all good. Don't worry about it too much. Bye, big dog. And if you want, you can actually do exclamation point lurk now, where you can actually gain the undetectable status effect, if that is something that you want. Can def count me in during that average? Absolutely, Matt, absolutely. And the biggest thing you can do is, you know, tell your friends, tell your family, share us out on social media using the hashtag on Twitter, the Gilty one, capital T, capital G, capital O. That can be found in my Twitter post that I go live on. Mind the lurk command? Yeah, it's true, it's true. I kept on forgetting about it, and then last time I saw, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it now. For me to edit commands to fix the double undetectable. Oh. Interesting. I didn't realize that I had both of those in there. I will fix that. I think it's because there was the one word was undetectable PNG, and one of them was undetectable. I'll fix that after this. Unfortunately, there isn't because you have to have access to Streamlabs dashboard, which you will not have access to. All right, let's take a look. Are they over here? Nope. I still think that they're in the area based on spawn. I went the wrong way on the maze tile. That sucks. Alright, she saw a totem, though. So she might go for that. Hopefully it's haunted ground. And you got a double proc of that. This maze tile's god-awful for me. Draw the pallet? Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Go for it. And now we're tier 2. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. Okay. That was kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie. You wanna blind me? Go for it. Haunted ground is activated. And you go down one way or another. Dead hard? No. No dead hard. Sounds like middle gen has been worked on slightly. We'll head up there immediately and try and get some more haunted ground value. In fact, we didn't really get haunted ground value there because we hit someone who was already injured. I'll pop that. And we see them going for the unhook. Hopefully... Okay, there's Feng Min. She'll vault. We'll fake her out. Fake her out. And vault instead. That way gain some more distance on her. Yep, she continues, heads towards the pallet. We'll get some more stock on her. Unfortunately, we were too close in that moment, but we'll get some more haunted ground value nonetheless. So that's okay. That is okay. Remember that Jing does have a flashlight, though. She might be cheeky and try and go for it, but we have this tree that we can use to our advantage. All right, let's put her up here. So we now have on the field 2 haunted ground totems and 1 Devour Hope. Which is which? Your guess is as good as mine. And unfortunately, these spawns are not exactly the greatest. This is still... Hold on, we just heard someone. That was Jane and Yui. Let's stalk the Yui, since she's right in front of us. Yeah, you're going down now, and that's going to be our second stack of Devour Hope, too. Perfect. Alright, I don't want to waste too much time, but I do want to pop this real quick. And they hit Devour Hope. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to rely on T3 now, for the most part, for our insta-downs. They always have to find it first, don't they? Alright, they're not on this gen, but they're definitely in the area. Hold on. Did I see them? No. I did! I did see them! I did see me a Feng Min! Well, that's good news. Alright, let's get her over, I guess, to up here. We kind of want a roundabout way to do so, but c'est la vie. We still have another, what, 5 seconds of T3 left? So let's head back to here. There's the Jane, out of T3. She'll vault. She didn't, surprisingly. You don't want to do that. Alright, that's going to be exchange now. Oh, she reconsidered. She reconsidered. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's the first time this entire time that I've gotten, like, a true hit without being stunned. But, like, we still got the hit through the pallet. That's a rough one. Yeah, pretty much. Every single time, Matt. Every single time we're about to say something like that, Devour just gets cleansed. I should just shut up at this point. Really, I should. Alright, they... announcing their location? Are they giving up? Is that what's happening here? Oh yeah, she was AFK. Would you look at that? I guess I'll just stalk her then. Will she go to Shack? No, she goes around. That makes sense why they suicided them. Alright, Shack pallet has not been dropped yet. I get a feeling that it will be momentarily. Alright, drop it. Thank you. And she went the wrong way for the window. That's an oof right there. She has another pallet here she could go for. I hope you understand that if I've been T3 this entire time, you've been down like twice over now. All we're doing is just trying to get into a position where you can T3. Effectively, at least. I feel like this last person is holding Alan out of spite because his Feng Min was AFK. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling killing her, because she's definitely has been AFK for a while. Good at growl range. Like, I'm pretty sure Slash Storm definitely... Alright. Well, that was a thing. I was going to go pick her up and, like, debate, but then she just DC'd, so I guess that's a thing instead. GG. Fair enough. That poor team, seriously. That... I don't know. I'm confused because she wasn't AFK and then she was. It could potentially still be a like a speed run, but I'm not sure how long of a match that was. Guess no hatch then? Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. All right, Mikey. Let's go on to our next match, and that was our second win back on Mike? Yeah. There's our second one back on. So I think that we might be able to get to maybe 4, maybe 5 wins back on Mikey Myers before the end of the stream. The good news, at the very least, we've definitely gotten a lot of blood points today. We have our 500 from just playing, and then we're going to get another 250,000 from our iridescent shards. So at least that'll be good value that we can sink into... I think our next killer that we're working on is the Spirit. Yo, what's up, Clout? How you doing? How you doing? How's the day been? Were you streaming today, or was today an off day? Yeah, definitely am. I think I have like one more sip of water before we need a refill. Let me actually double check that match real quick and see how fast that match was. I'm kind of curious. Ooh, there's another TTV. I'll have to check them out in just 1 second. So if we started the match at, let's say, 16, which we did not, 14. So if we started the match at 14 and ended it at 19, you know, that'd be like a sub 5, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. And is this TTV also live? They are. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for giving them a quick old shout out. I'll be giving them a view over on private window, though, so they don't think that I'm stream sniping because, you know, people be like that for some ungodly reason. No, I want you to be muted. No, no, no. There we go. Had class today? Gotcha, gotcha. Fair enough. Well, today for us has been Win Streak Wednesday. We're trying to... you know, see how many wins we can get on Mr. Mikey Myers over here. Alright. So far we got up to a 7-win streak, then we unfortunately lost it, and now we're back on a 2-win streak for now. It looks like we're going to Azarov's 2 secret survivor offerings. Interesting. So both of them could be Shroud of Binding, and it could be 2 separate teams not knowing that the other was going to bring it. One could be a Vigo's Shroud plus a Shroud of Binding. They're at least a 2-man Swift. It would seem that way, Matt. Yeah. Normally when I see Shroud of Binding, it definitely feels that way. With work and school all at the same time. Yeah, I feel that, Cloud. I feel that. I work until 4 o'clock. And then I stream from 5 to 9 on weekdays, so I can definitely understand that. I've been there doing work and school. No bueno. But hopefully you're able to relax now, you know, chill out, watch some of the stream, and, you know, get some food into you. Get some rest as well. Yeah, Win Streak Wednesday is a lot of fun. We have a good time doing so. It also helps us learn the killers for those who we're a little bit weaker with sometimes. Mikey Myers was falling into that category. Now I'm saying, like, I'm decent at, now that I understand his power a little bit more. There's a few things I wasn't quite aware of. Let's find where they are, though. Unfortunately, this map has god-awful totem spawns. We do see scratch marks, though. Hi, Kate. Let's just stalk the Claudette real quick. You only want to stock one at a time, otherwise it's not efficient. Oh, she's running a straight line. Thank you, Claude. You are a godsend. That gen, though, is almost finished. Yep, there's the 4th person, so we know where all 4 are. And now let's stock the Meg. She'll break line of sight temporarily. And then, who's in a worse off position, Meg or the Claude? I want to say the Meg. She's out in the middle, which is a pretty good dead zone for us. She doesn't have the good vault here, I don't think. Oh, she does. No, is that the good vault or the bad vault? That's the bad vault. No, that's a good vault. Oh, shoot. Yeah, she has the good vault there. She dives back around. Urban Evasion Meg, it looks like. You know what? We're just going to loop her this way. And then T3 her. You have messed up a little bit, Megan. Alright. Did I see flashlights in the beginning of the game? I don't think I did. Work 8 to 4:30, then class from... Ooh, wow, that is a lot. Alright, they've already done 2 gens. Less than ideal. We'll get our stack of Devour Hope here. Let's try and find another gen that they're working on. Claudette was back here. Yep, that makes sense. They're working quite hard on these gens, though. Alright, she's gonna go for the unhook. I'm gonna pop this gen first. I think Devour Hope is gonna be our saving grace here. So we're going to let them get the unhook. Perfect. Check some other gens. And they're not on these gens. We do see scratch marks, though. We do see scratch marks. We still have another 10 seconds. I don't think I get the hit, but it's not outside the realm possibility. You gotta be joking me. That's been the second time today that that's happened, where T3 literally goes as soon as we get the hit. Come on now. We get the lunge and everything, and then it goes, nah. He's... Okay. I'm just going to ignore that right there. And there is no DS in this game, so we have no reason not to go for the Meg. Criminy. I am so upset by that. That was ridiculous. I have class on Monday and Wednesday, so I'm done with that for the week. Hey, well, that's good news at least. Oi, Kate, can you get off this freaking gen, please? That'd be quite appreciated. Let's stock you up for a second. I do see scratch marks behind the shop, though. Interesting. Alright, let's pick you up. Get our second stack of Devour Hope off of you. And let's go back for the Claudette's gen back here. Yeah, it's pretty close. Looks like it's the other Meg. Interesting. We'll pop that and then go back for it. So either Devour Hope or Undyne was hit there. Well, that's unfortunate. Claudette's injured here? Perfect. You'll be my third stack. Unfortunately, they'll go totem hunting after that, but this will be good. Alright. Upsy daisy. Meg is on Death Hook. Claudette will be on First Hook. And then we should go back to Claude's old gen back there. That'd be quite ideal. So right now, it is a 1 out of 3 chance that they hit Devour Hope instead of Haunted Ground. So we're just going to cross our fingers that they hit Haunted Ground, first off. But this unhook here will be our Devour Hope T3. Oh, they've gotten 2 gens done. This is going to be a thing. I'm just gonna chase you. I think they're gonna get the unhook soon. Might as well get some T3 while we're waiting. There's our T3. There we go. Okay, so we have T3 pocketed. We have Devour Hope ready. The only problem is they could still be in middle gen. That's what I'm scared of right now. All right, there's Meg. She has Sprint Burst. Is that the Meg that we are almost about to kill? No, I think that's the other one. So they now know Devour Hope's active. They might stop all they're doing and not work on gens. But I think that might be, you know, too good to be true. I think they might work through it. All right, we're gonna chase the Claude. We need to take a peek into that middle gen, like ASAP, though. She doesn't make this vault. No, DS is going to help us out a lot here, because we don't need to worry about her, even though she's already done objective action. This will be stack 4 and stack 5. Now we're going to go to middle gen and see if they're on it, so we can pop it. That'd be ideal. There's 4. Let's take a look. That gen has not been touched. Thank frickin' God. Alright, we see Kate here. She'll go into Shack. She doesn't make this. And I'm sorry to say, but that will be a kill. Actually, before I do that, we need to pop a gen. This gen has been worked on. Yep. Okay, we have 2 kills now. Alright, let's pick you up. You're dead. We'll also get a pop off of you. They might go back for Kate. And then we can Mori her or her savior. Whichever one is closer, I suppose. So it's not a bad scenario at all. Alright, Kate went back here. They found a totem. Once again, 1 out of 3 chance that it's Devour Hope. We'll go through. Let's mind game her real quick. Wow, that almost happened. Let's kill her. She's not been on hook at all. Versus Randy So Dandy is a hookable target since they've been on hook twice. This will be 3 hooks right here alone. Leaving the 2 Megs. Scratch marks over here. This gen is getting pretty close to being completed. This is the Meg that is on 2 hooks, and she'll get moried now. So we'll kill you, and that should result in a win. They did really well, honestly. Without Devour Hope hitting 5 stacks, I think that they had the game, honestly. Devour Hope came in clutch here. Like, that was our saving grace without a question in my mind. No to hatch, alright. We can get this last Mori on the Meg, potentially. And they have not touched this gen. I'm surprised that they didn't work on that gen at all. They only stuck to those 2, which are pretty close to one another. That is quite surprising. Not gonna lie. Alright, hatch is here. We won't know if Meg has adrenaline or not. But we see exit gate there. Oh, we have a really good exit gate, actually. Because I think if we go up the crane, we can do... Oh, no, just barely. What up? No, we can't. That's unfortunate. I was thinking that we could see both exit gates from crane, but there's a rock just barely in the way. Mind you, that this is still pretty good for us, because all we have to do is like this, then this, and we can see both of them. So I'm not exactly too concerned, one way or another. I do hear crows going off. Not sure where, though, is the problem. They definitely sound like they're behind me, not in front of me, though. So I think she might be behind towards this exit gate, and not the other. Crow goes off again, but further away. I'm gonna take a quick exploration. There we are. Yeah, based on the distance of the crow, I was able to kind of figure out roughly where she is. We'll mind game her real quick. Not that it really matters. And you might as well get a Mori to finish it off. Alright, that will be 3 wins for Mikey Myers now. I mean, this build's pretty good. It is pretty fragile at times, though. It really does depend on whether or not these survivors, you know, hunt totems or not, right? That is the question, I suppose. GG, well played. Okay, so real quick, as I did see a thing. Hey guys, just as a personal thing, please do not... No, I can talk about myself, Giraffe. So heads up real quick, guys. I'm not gonna say who did what, not gonna say names, but do me a favor, it isn't good etiquette to post another streamer's link in another streamer's channel without either express permission from that streamer or from, in general, pretty much. Unless you have express permission from said streamer, do not post other people's links in there. I do so out of courtesy, because I believe in the, you know, good old saying, the rising tide raises all boats, right? So that's why I personally always give a shout out to every TTV that I see and go over and say GG well played and make sure that you guys, you know, stop on by, say hi, and drop them a follow. But please, 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 unless you guys have asked permission, do not send my link into another streamer's stream. It honestly can leave a bad taste in other streamers' mouths. Personally, I don't care. But I would probably say the same thing if someone linked their channel without my express permission. I already do it, so it's a moot point. But still, just something to keep in mind. and to not do again. You know, if it does happen again by that specific person, I will, you know, just reach out to them gently and give them a quick chat. But for those who understand, please just make sure not to do so. Be much appreciated. It just isn't good courtesy when it comes to streamers. Well, with that being said, let me actually head over to them and say hi real quick. All right. While we are saying hi, let's ready up in the meanwhile. I think I'm going to see an ad. I do. Perfect. All right, that gives us enough time. And let me just respond to this. All good. They can tell post-game via my name. No worries. So. All right. Well, now that that's been addressed, just make sure that we do avoid that in the future.
Get out of me when she just pops up.
And hag.
Spirits. Hags.
Those
Hags
are the
actually
three that
fucking
scare
scares
me every time.
Hag's
GG,
my
well
main,
played.
So I can always predict her.
Yeah.
Although I never go against tags anymore.
I know. We barely go against
I
hags.
know. That's true.
Oh, Guilt
'Cause
Spire.
hags
Thank you
are-
for the follow.
No problem.
Hard.
Always here to support other DBD streamers.
If Survivor 30 like activates all of your traps, and you're like being looped, you're slower like than the other killer. So
All right. Well, let's ready up in our game real quick as I continue to chat
Thank
up
you.
Addison here.
Thank you. I'm a little baby streamer. I'm a little baby.
Hey, doesn't matter what size you are. You have a community, and you know you mean the world to your community. So don't think for a second that you're a baby streamer in that regard.
Shouting me out on his channel.
Aw,
Thank you.
that's sweet. Thank you, girl.
But GG, well played, my friend. And looks like my lobby has dropped off. Unfortunate.
My brain is broken. It's fried.
Is your
The
brain
croissant loving.
I hope that you have
Hey, queen.
a
Okay.
great night / stream.
Loving.
I love her.
And I'll drop a
With the
lurk.
dot. No.
Thank
Why does
you,
it
you
dot the
two.
No worries, no worries.
I don't know. Why does it say
I will be
dot, dot, dot?
lurking.
I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Well, thank you much, Addison, for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Happy to have you here. And if you do want to join, make sure you join the Discord, YouTube, Twitter, what have you. And we'll love to chat with you again in the future. And I'll get a stretch in right now, Slashy. I'm only going to stretch one arm, though, because my left arm is stiff as a board, like I said. It is really bad. Thankfully, I don't feel pain, so it's not as much of an issue as it could be, but it is not all too fun, I'll be honest with you. All right, though. Oh yeah, let me also fix the undetectable status effect real quick. Hold the phone. Let's head up to the dashboard and fix that up before I do forget about that. Lurk has been granted the undetectable status effect. Confirm. Alright, so now if you do it, it should only have one undetectable. Yeah, seriously, I can raise it to maybe about, like, here. That's not very much. But, like, going any further, it does not feel good. Yes, it is fixed. So it's 9 p.m. I have so much to do and have done precisely none of it. Love my lurk command. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate it. I gave it some thought last night. Like, what do I want to make my lurk command? I just want to go like, thank you for the lurk. I'm like, ooh, wait 1 second. I was like, I have ideas. I am a DBD streamer, after all. Also, what's up, Shelby? How goes it? Oh, see, I'm not even going to bother. It just feels wicked tense to me, and so it's not even worth me trying to raise my arm fully. I was like, no, thank you. I don't like the feeling. Ooh, gruesome gyatso. Like a full-on cake, too. That's quite unusual to see. I'm hoping that the 5th anniversary will get similar, gyatsos. All right, so that was win number 3. Okay, so this is going to be our last match of the day. So ideally we win this and we'll get to win number 4. The build's really good. It's very fragile, but I think it fixes a lot of the issues that Myers has. Excuse me. Yes, that would be much appreciated there. But yeah, so I think that this build fixes a lot of issues that Myers has, which is his T3 fragility, because of the fact that we're not using add-ons. Because basically, Haunted Ground gives us tier 3. Devour Hope on 3 stacks gives us tier 3. And as long as we can keep that, we're good. That would be appreciated. Normal bread is, well, how should I say? It's better than gluten-free bread. There's no denying that. The only thing that gluten-free bread is better at than normal bread is making breadcrumbs. So, yeah. Totem spawns are kinda god-awful right now. I'm not gonna lie. We heard a crow go off in this direction that I didn't disturb. So let's head over this way. Makes bread sand? Well, yeah, exactly. Freaking breadcrumbs. What are breadcrumbs than just freaking bread sand? Let's be honest here. Okay, someone was here and then they weren't. Let's continue. Unfortunately, we're, like, chasing them, which we shouldn't really be doing. There we go. There we go. Unfortunately, we didn't get too much stock there. Almost a quarter's worth. And right now, she's faster than me. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Just keep that angle. No! Hey, Jake. Oh, hey, both of you here. And now I'll go for the hit on you. Let's get the hit. And she moves forward. So let's start trying to get downs here. Ideally, they don't find any totems in the meanwhile. Pretty sure Jake did find one, though, is the only unfortunate fact of the matter. She'll drop. She honestly should have probably vaulted that instead of going all the way around. Yeah, you won't make this. Dead hard or bust. Second survivor's around here. That's so obnoxious that she was able to get that. Honestly. That's just so bad. We're gonna have to go for her again. I also have something in my sock, like, poking at my toes. I must have gotten, like, a wood chip or something in it. Alright, so we have to be careful of that, because there's a second Yoon with a flashlight. The timing seemed way off on that. 100%. Yeah, it was... The timing was really... Thank God there was a chair there. I would have actually been a little bit tilted if she would have gotten that again. I'm not even gonna lie. I would have been a little bit tilted. I'm gonna walk over to... I think this is Yui, based on the outline, who was working on a totem. She is heading towards the left, but then's right here. Perfect. If you want to play around this pallet, we can. It's not really a great decision, though. They've already gotten 3 gens done. We desperately need to get stacks of Devour Hope right now. Like, desperately. Haunted Ground hit. Good. Thankfully, because I stopped there abruptly. Yep, break it. We lose our Bloodlust timer. And that's a pretty bad pallet to work with. No, no. No, no. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of value out of Haunted Grounds. But I also feel like the Yoons are nearby with their flashlights. Yeah, 100% she's near. That's the only person that would probably dare be in my presence while Haunted Ground is activated. Alright, we hear them over here. Imagine they're gonna vault. And, yep, I was right. That's a Yoon. The one with the flashlight, too. Drop it. I needed to drop her on this side. That way she can't vault right away. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Okay, so this could be either Haunted Ground or Undyne. It's hard to say which, but she knows of its existence. We're gonna break this. Screw this. We have to just walk away from that because we want that Haunted Ground value. And we also see them over here. hey, this is the injured Yoon. Well, that's quite good timing. Michael smash, pretty much. Alright, that's second stack of Devour Hope. And so they now have a 1 out of 3 chance of hitting Devour Hope. Ideally, they do not find it. Alright, let's head back to the gens that they've been on. That's Yui. Alright. They found Haunted Ground. Thank God. She has not done any objective action, so she got DS value, I guess. Not sure why she decided to hand herself to me, but... okay. Haunted Ground's still up. Yui's healed. May have had inner strength. That's the only other thing I can think of there. That's how she healed herself so quick. You have to leave now and drop that pallet, mate. If you don't, you die. Even if you do, you might die. The only downside here now is the fact that we could have gotten our third stack of Devour Hope off of whoever. Who was it? The Feng Min. But fact of the matter is, she suicided. That was a really good mind game. Thank frickin' God. I need to look around for a second. I'm wicked scared of this Yoon. She seems to be like on top of flashlight saves. She desperately wants them. Yeah, look at that. There she was. I don't think that's the Yoon. I think that's the Yoon. Yep, that's exactly who it was. I'm betting it right now. Yep, look at that. Look at that. She really wants these flashlight saves. I'm not sure if she's like doing a tome challenge or what. I'll get a hit. Let's see if she vaults. She does not. She simply continues. And now we are on our third stack of Devour Hope. If she wants to play this area, we can always just get this stock here. And kind of wait out the Devour Hope. So that way we can have a tier 3 in hand as well. Oh, that was a good fake. That was a good fake. That made me pause for a second there. Alright, they now know Devour Hope is active, and it's not in a great spot. Alright. This will be our fourth stack. The only other person with a flashlight other than Yoon was the other... I think the other Feng Min, right? Oh, this was the freaking totem that Jake saw really early into the game, too. And he never got it. Wow. That was a bit dicey. A little bit dicey. Let's go back for this gen. That gen's not being worked on anymore. Good, good. That's very good. Alright, once we see the unhook, we can immediately go back for them. Alright, they were over here. Let's pop this gen real quick. They still haven't gone for it. Why? Ooh, I wonder if they're hunting the totem before doing so. I mean, it's a smart move. That was ambient sound. Yeah, that gen hasn't been worked on at all. Alright, stack number 4. We now know where 2 of them are. We'll go past our totem to ensure they're not on it. Oh, I've been like briefly catching what you guys have been saying in chat. Sounds like a restaurant or customer service story. Always a fun time. Crow's over here. Yeah, if they see me going past that too much, they might know it's there. Alright, that is the Yui. Let's get her to drop that while she's on the inside. You need to drop that, Yui. If you greed this too much, you will die. Nope, you don't make that. Alright, so that'll be number 5 now. Looks like the Yui is the other one with the flashlight too. 5-year-olds running around my legs when I'm carrying food out. Yeah, that does not sound like a fun time. It sounds like parents not really, you know, taking care of where their children are. And that is definitely a pet peeve of mine. Like, take care of where your children are. Don't let them disrupt other people's lives due to your negligence. This doesn't make any sense when people do that. It really doesn't. Alright, these guys are playing really immersed, thanks to Devour Hope. They're gonna stumble across the totem eventually. They have to. I think I'm the one who disturbed that crow. So I don't think that I'd have to think about that. Yeah, like I said, they have to come across it eventually. It was an eventuality if they kept on hunting it like they were. Thankfully, this is the Yoon who is also injured. Yep, he's going to go for the body block. She's going to try and body block because she has BT. She doesn't go in. She's looking for a pallet. There we go. I don't know how she managed to get into the pallet. That's kind of strange. She's so far away from it. Alright, well, let's just get her up on a hook. I'm pretty sure she's dead. No, she's not. Unfortunate. Where are you, Yui? Oh, I see scratch marks. Going out, around, then stopping. I think he's going for the unhook. Yeah, he is. That's exactly what he's doing. Alright, we'll continue, and then we're going to pick you up now. No, not happening. Not happening. Alright, wow, how did he heal already? That medkit might have something special in it, holy hell. That is a mighty fine medkit to heal that quick. Really, butter their toast for them. That's quite odd. I don't really think, like, unless it's a really, really fancy restaurant, right? I don't think that would happen. Well, we'll eat a DS, I suppose. Nope, no DS. So put you up on a hook. And that there will be a win for Mr. Michael Myers. I just need to find Hatch, whether or not you guys have decided what you guys have. So, time to find Hatch, I suppose. And they'll be like, white toast buttered with jam, please. Yeah, that seems a little bit odd. Like, yeah, no, we're not here to butter your toast for you. You can do that yourself. You have working arms and legs. I mean, if they didn't, then maybe I'd consider it. But that seems like a bit much. Alright, with that being said, that is another win for Mr. Michael Myers, and a GG, well played to those survivors. Yeah, that was an emergency medkit of gel dressing and gauze roll. Jeez, that thing was stacked for sure. Well, with that being said, that will be the end of today's stream. Before we do go, of course, we are going to go raid another member of Champions of the Fog. And I think that who is still live... let me double check real quick. If who is still live, then we're going to go raid who. It does look like they are. So we'll go raid them real quick like. Well, with that being said, as always, if you guys did enjoy the show, make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!